Drama Llama lights on, we arrive. Insomnia on the mic going live. Drama Llama live, got to shine that vibe on the show every night with the drive. Pull up new stream, it's a wild night. Drama Llama live on your timeline. Insomnia, keep the chat on the fine line. Dropping hot takes, running hot in the prime time. Insomnia host with the big screen glow. Chat box energy inside the show. Boost the views with the crew, make the numbers grow. Turn a little bit of drama to a full rainbow. Comments blowing up, everybody wanna see who's spilling tea, who's setting memes free from the lobby to the feed. It's a watch party, hit play, let it run, it's the main marquee. Drama Llama live when the lights turn up. Hit the bell, hit the like, let the hype go up. On YouTube, tap in, hit subscribe right now. If you feeling all the chaos, put your llamas in the chat. Get live, get live, get live, get live. On Twitter we trend, ride the timeline wave. Join the Discord, we don't behave. Drama Llama live, yeah we always on. Insomnia, get what squad got the show locked down. Night, no sleep, that's Insomnia's lane. Keep the plot twist running like a runaway train. Drama Llama live, got the flair, big name. Turning every little clip to a household flame. Who's the stream in the booth at the back end stands? Check the stats, all the views, run the playback. From the cold open joke to the final act. Every segment stays sticky like a meme impact. New guests, new bits in the hot seat chair. If you bring a little smoke, they'll put it on air. Every follow, every share, put the crew up there. Drama Llama live, get the whole net aware. Drama Llama live when the lights turn up. Hit the bell, hit the like, let the hype go up. On YouTube, tap in, hit subscribe right now. If you feeling all the chaos, put your llamas in the chat. Get loud, get loud, get loud, get loud. On Twitter we trend, ride the timeline wave. Join the Discord, we don't behave. Drama Llama live, yeah we always on. Insomnia, equals what got the show locked down. In the back on the phone, don't scroll. We just hit go, that's a brand new goal. Retweet, quote, tweet, let the thread roll. Link in bio, let your whole squad know. Drop that ad, pin that clip. Join that call with the midnight drip. Server go wild when the rolls all flip. Drama Llama live, that's a trip. Don't dip, don't dip, don't dip, don't dip. One more like, one more share, one more sub. Hit the bell, stay tuned, never miss this hub. Drama Llama live when the feed lights up. Insomnia and the cuckoo, they be running all that stuff. Drama Llama keep that feed alive. Click in, locked in with a trip alive. Drama Llama, keep that feed alive. We can lock in, we forever
live. All right. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Drama Llama Live. As always, I am your host, Insomnia. And if you could tell by the title, we are interviewing Angie Uploaded today. Great interview. I don't know if you guys know. Oh, what the hell? I don't know if you guys know or have ever been here, but I always try to interview ex-locale hosts. We've had Roxy, we've had Scooter, we've had Vixie, Ashes to Ashes, Cat Lady. We've got them all, man. We've got them all right here on Drama Llama Live. Hope everybody's been well. I see a few new people in the chat. Okay, there we go. Okay, we're live. My computer is spazzing. See a few new people in the chat. Beezer, Glitzy's always here. Devin, good to see you. General, Wombat, Bears Mama, everybody that's new and everybody that's already here at the Llama. Thank you guys for being here. As always, I'm not going to cut any promo. I'm just going to get them right up here. And then we'll go over our promo, our website, and all that, blah, blah, blah. We're all here for Angie, not me. So let me get into the Discord right now. Bring her up. Let's see. It's a pirate. Pirate's always up here, man. He's a host. There we go. Woman of the hour, Angie Uploaded. How you doing, Angie?
Hey. Okay, let me pull it on here so I can see. Okay, I can see now. No, where'd my camera go? There it is.
Mine wasn't wanting to work either, okay?
It's like when I moved, they cut the camera off. So, hey, everybody.
So glad you came up
What's
here.
up?
My ring light. Okay, my ring light just went out. Okay. Glad to have you up here. I was very excited to have you, especially since Gigi and Roxy are supposed to come up here at some time too. I love those women. They're absolutely awesome.
Yep.
Everybody already knows who you are, but every single person that always comes here, I always just tell them, could you introduce yourself and, what you're about and how we got you here?
I can. I can tell you, you got 2 boxes of yourself on your stream.
Oh, good Lord.
I don't know if you normally would.
No,
It's like you're in a box looking at, reacting to us.
I usually, when I play like internet clips and stuff like that, that's why I have that up there and I'll main screen everything.
Okay.
Look, I already
It's
fucked up,
based.
guys. All right, she's leaving. All right.
Bye. No. Okay, I'm Angie Uploaded. I started streaming. I honestly started streaming in the Funko Pop community. Yes, it's a whole ass community, and I love them over there. And then I got into true crime, which led me into more of drama, and then of course I was a host over in the Locale universe. I was on Locale Chubby. So
Speaking of
that
Funko
is
Pop,
who I
did you
am.
get your own custom one? Did you make you?
I did not. No, I have not gotten my own custom one. I wanted to go to the Funko Pop headquarters and actually do it myself, but it was on my bucket list. I think they moved the headquarters. I can't remember, but anyway. But that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to go to the headquarters to get it done, and I talk with my hands, so you're gonna have to get you. I try to sit on them. It doesn't
fine.
work. So
I do
I'm
the
always
same
like,
thing. I do the same thing. Guys, so if you're not,
okay, so
if you're not familiar with interviews here, we try to get to know the person. I know you guys have LCU questions, ex-LCU hosts. I try to get those ones out of the way first, and then we actually like to talk
I
to you.
paid the goon, baby.
Oh, Shelly Tong Investigations, thank you for the sub, and welcome to the herd. Yeah, just because it's like LCU, get over that bridge, and then we get into like questions about you. So that's how we do it here, guys. So what? My main question, idiot. What got you into streaming? How did you start, or how did you figure out that you wanted to be a streamer?
Okay, so I was watching. All right, I've always wanted to put videos on YouTube. I'm one of those people that if I do something, I want to do it right the first time. Like, I want everything to be perfect. It's not going to suck because I'm a perfectionist. So I kept putting it off. I would learn everything, but and I'm not even talking about live streaming. I didn't even know live streaming was a thing at this point. I'm talking about just videos. And then we started watching the Funko Pop openings and stuff. And it was actually there that I figured out that live streaming was even a thing. And I was like, wow. So somebody invited me up. And I'm like, well, how do you do this? But once I got up there, man, I had so much fun. Over in that community, I ran a karaoke show once a week.
I got to see that. Were you singing?
It was oh yeah. Absolutely. I love to sing.
I want to see that.
Yep, it was every Wednesday night. It was called the Southern Pop Rock Gals or something. Yeah, Southern Pop Rock Gals is what it was called. And I had a streaming partner who I love dearly. Yeah, so it just became once that I got once I went streaming the first time and I got over the jitters and all of that, the bug got me.
Baby.
And I was like, I love this. I love being able to interact like in real time. You know what I mean? So that's really how I became a streamer, was just doing that.
Well, you started from karaoke and it led you out of this, so you must have did something right. So
I must have done something. I don't know if it's right yet or not, but I must have done something.
I gotta say, like, I used to love you guys, you and Amax dynamic. I didn't see you from anything previously. I wish I did. Like neither did Amac, but your guys' is dynamic. And we say this all the time too, even when Amac's not here or whatever, or in the VC. Like the dynamic you two had was almost like just as good as like the Roxy Savage dynamic. Like it was like something was there. And I know Keem really fucked up when he split you two apart. because so many people enjoyed it. I mean, I know I did, but I know so many people really, really enjoyed it.
Well,
Okay.
yeah. AMAC and I, we did have a great connection as far as streaming. We started actually figuring, because both of us we had streamed solo. Well, I mean, I know I did the Funko Pop, with my partner, but it went into me streaming other things, and I was solo a lot. So then I had to figure out, okay, when is she going to speak? I had to learn her cues and all that. Once I got that down pat and I wasn't talking over her, because streaming with somebody that you've never streamed with before, it's like you have to learn each other. And then, but I guess people find it funny too. You're interrupting somebody, they get mad. It was a whole thing. But no, we did have a great streaming connection. We actually came from the same community, but we weren't on the same side of the community. So, we knew who each other were. We just didn't know each other. And then he put us together. And then I honestly think even if Chubby had stayed a thing, I still think we probably would have been split up at some point. Just for people to see, if we worked well with somebody else. Like, who would have thought that AMAC and Sweet Tea would do good together? You know what I mean? Until you put them together. That's kind of the thing.
Yeah, but the dynamic you two had was legendary. I mean, even if you guys split up, just to see outside of the LCU, you guys having your own show. I mean, I would watch. It's the same thing with like Roxy and Gigi. Like I told him, I was, if we ever saw a show, and then now they're doing like these, Roxy dressed up as like an old lady, and we were all clowning on her, and like they were doing like karaoke. It was hilarious. But I still think to this day, your guys' dynamic was one of the. No wonder, your guys' dynamic was one of the best. How did you choose the name Angie Uploaded?
So I originally picked Angie's a la carte.
Ooh.
And because I was going to do like cooking videos, true crime videos, so an a la carte lets you just pick what you want. You can pick if you want to watch this, if you want to watch this, because I wanted to stream about different things. And I even typed it in. It was Angie's a la carte. But that's trying to look that up and remember that, I was like, that would just be a hard name to brand. So I was thinking, and somebody said, I was thinking with a group of people actually, and they were like, about Angie Uploaded, like you uploaded a video. Because I used to end my videos with, I'm Angie and I've just uploaded, like I uploaded a video for them. So that's how it happened, and it's stuck and it's here. So yeah, now I get called Angie Buttloaded and it's a whole thing. So that's where the name came from.
Look, if they're making fun of you and watching you at the same time, you're doing something right, okay? They're there, they're there for you. So now, like I said, I'm going to get into these questions and we're going to learn stuff about you. How did you originally get into the LCU, and what interested? Like, were you a viewer first, or did Keem reach out to you? Like, how did that all snowball?
I was a viewer. I would watch Locale Live, and I would watch it every once in a while. So I knew it was there. I knew about Boogie and Keem. I knew, all of that. So, I knew that Locale Live was a thing. And then the Queen's tryouts started, and I was not going to, I didn't want to do that, but I was watching, and I knew that Savage was gonna, do a tryout and everything. And so I stuck around for that. And then I watched for a long time until I got in, before I even joined the Discord. I don't like Discords. That's one thing that, if you know me, you know that I cannot stand Discords, because, they take up too much time. And then if you're not chatting in this one or this one, people think you're mad at them, or, it's a whole thing. And I work a job too. So it's like, no, I'm not mad at you. No, this, But anyway, so it was a long time before I joined the Discord. And then I think it was Aussie tryouts. And I said, you know what? I'm finally going to bite the bullet. And I did. And my tryout was horrible. It was horrible. My audio wouldn't work, or my camera wouldn't. My setup wouldn't come. Nothing would come on. And then Nightmare was on there with Rastov. And Nightmare said, well, you got to take those L's till you get to the W's. And I was like, I have been streaming longer than you've been off your mama's tit, dude. Shut up. You know? and that made me so mad. But yeah, nothing would work. And then finally, I think it was another round of them, I was able to join. And Baser knows. Baser was there. And Rostov kept giving me shit. It was like one thing after it's like he was really hard on me for some reason. And then there was, they did a tryout for something. Anyway, Keem jumped up, him and Becky said that she really liked me. I was very camera ready. You know, I knew how to be, you know, I was good in front of the camera, blah, blah, blah. But he said, okay, if you want to go after somebody, here's your chance. So I went after Rastov about the way him and Nightmare treated me, and everybody loved it. Then they come up with these intern roles. So intern roles happen right around then. And I believe AMAC and I were the first maybe to have the intern role.
Ooh.
Before they became like a thing. And then I may be wrong on that, but I know we were one of the first anyway. But yeah, we were doing it before the intern role was a thing. And so anyway, there was a tryout for something. It may have been Queens. I don't remember. Anyway, there was a tryout for something. And Rastov told us that if we did not try out, that we would lose our intern role. So I messaged AMAC. I said, are you going up? And I said, he said, we're going to lose our roles if we don't. She said, I guess we got to. So anyway, we went up. Well, they saw the interaction between AMAC and I, you know, how we were. And then Angie and AMAC became a thing. It was like anytime somebody would talk about something, it was Angie and AMAC and Angie. It was. So then around the 4th of July, he said, he called us in a group call. He said, all right, I'm giving y'all a channel. I'm creating y'all a brand new channel. And then that's when we came up with the name and all of that. And so he did it. He created it right then. It was mine and AMAC's channel. We were subs number 1 and number 2. And so that's how it all kind of progressed. And then Chubby was a thing.
Well, same thing, Pirate. I mean, the old lore is bringing back tons of memories because, I mean, we've watched since the beginning, so it's crazy. And I love hearing about it from different perspectives.
I forgot. Yeah, I interned on, thank you, Pirate, on Milkers.
He's good.
See, so much happens, and especially in LCU time, it flies. And like, but yeah, I did intern on Milkers, I think for a week, maybe. And yeah, Roxy and Savage was on there, and Zeta, but Zeta didn't last or something. Something happened. Pirate might know, but something lasted.
He probably does know what happened to Zeta.
Yeah. So it was me, Roxy, and Savage on Milkers for that week, and then yeah. I don't actually remember what happened after that. But anyway, I do know around the 4th of July is when we got the call from Keem that he was creating a new channel.
It was amazing.
For me and AMAC.
And I think everybody in the chat likes it, like the dynamic between you two. One question that I ask everybody that has been from the LCU. What is your impression of Keemstar? And give honesty too. If it's bad, it's bad. If it's good. But what's your impression from him when you started till your impression of him now?
They say don't meet your heroes.
Correct.
Not that he was a hero, you know what I mean? But
yeah.
you know, people that you look up to and things like that. I really thought that I would learn a lot by being able to stream with the Keemstar, or in his network at least. And that's not. I did learn a lot, but not what I thought I was going to learn. You know what I mean?
Oh,
It was
yeah.
kind of just being thrown in there and say, go. And that was it. He didn't even show up for our first show. And then, of course, if you say something about it, then you're whining. You're crying. It's like, dude, you would think it's his universe. He would show up for at least the first show.
Yeah.
I mean, how is that whining? You know what I mean? But no. I like Keemstar. I still like Keemstar. Okay. To me, he has god awful ADHD. And I don't think he can, I don't think he has that filter to be able to stop and think before he says something. But then also that ADHD takes over, and I think he does things a lot of time without thinking.
Oh, yeah.
He just doesn't think them out. So
Very impulsive.
Very.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. I think it's a mental thing. So why I'm not going to fault him for that. And even if he hears me say that, he's probably going to disagree with me and I'm a bitch and all the things. But that's my honest opinion. So I'm not going to fault him for something like an major ADHD thing going on, because he does that. And I don't think that he has a filter. And maybe it's just that content thing where he doesn't care. But that's my opinion. I think he has very big time ADHD.
I think
very impulsive.
I think everybody from either here or different communities think the same thing, that he does. He very does have bad ADHD and is very impulsive at times and gets wrapped up in something really, really quickly. So, I mean, and then from what we hear all the time, like Scooter said last time when we did the interview, he always pulls the card like, do you not know who I am? Like, I'm Keemstar. It's like, bro, but what does that have to do with the situation we're dealing with here?
He does have that. What is it? Is it grandiose?
Delusions of grandeur.
That. Yes, people do know you, but it's like, I am the Keemstar. Like, do you know who I am? But yeah, but as far as, I do not dislike Keem. I just don't. But I'm also this is I'm a nice person.
No, go ahead. Look, I prefer people be open here, okay? I mean,
no, it's just that's what it is. I mean, he does a lot of things that pisses me off. He's done a lot of things that has pissed me off. I have called him out on his shit before, and but I had to feel comfortable enough to do that. I mean, I wasn't going to sit there and call him out, like people do now. These new people coming in, they get to see what we went through, and then they can just start in on him and all this stuff. We had to work up to feel comfortable to call him out on his shit, because we didn't know if he'd just kick us. That's it. You don't talk about me like that. But now they talk to him like he's a piece of shit, and he's okay with it.
See,
and that is not the Keem I know.
That's what we've all been talking about in our Discord, how he's kind of like slowed down, or like he's not being like as bad on these newer hosts as he was in the early days. Mm-hmm. And we're all trying to figure out why, because there's certain things that people do now he would not put up with it. Like, snap of the finger, you're gone. And I think he's kind of getting back into that, but like, I don't know. I've seen it too. There's certain things, like if you even said it, you were kicked out, your show wasn't going live for a few days, you're fucked. So, and then now these people who are just no names are coming up, not even after like a week or two of being on shows, and they're just, fuck you, Keem, fuck you, Gnome, and it's just like, bro,
it's insane. It's like he never would have let that slide had we done something like that back then. Never in a million years. And now you sit there and you watch it, and it's almost expected. Like, okay, what's this person gonna say about Keem? What's this? Is that where they're trying to dig their clout out now? Let me find where I can pick my clout up at. Oh, I'll go at Keemstar because he's not going to do anything.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what they're doing. So they're clout picking at him, and he's just letting it happen.
Well, I think in the early days.
Until now, but.
I could be wrong, right? I could be wrong, but I think in the early days that it was more serious for you guys because you were actually trying to build something. These new
Hmm.
people come in and it's already built. Like
Right.
you, AMAC, everybody else from the early, you guys laid the foundation. So I think it's, they come in and they take over the shows and they don't have to build it up because you guys already did the hard work. So what's
We
for
did.
them to be serious about? Because, and like I said, in my opinion, I think it's more of you guys built it. It was more serious because you were trying to build something from scratch. I think these newer hosts really do take it for granted for everything that has happened.
Me too. I do as well. I think that, they come in and, they may have a good line or a good set of tits that gets them in for a minute, oh, you're in, okay? And, you know, and it's like, now what? So, oh, now what? And we felt weird about doing the titty wars, when we showed a little cleavage in the titty wars between AMAC and I. We thought that was a thing, but now, you just get out, you just might as well just put them in the damn camera.
Oh
like,
yeah, they
well,
were
hello?
they were like in swimsuits the other day with that stuff all out, and it was like taboo when you guys were there. So
Exactly. It was like a big thing, and now it's like, let's just this is what we got. It's like welcome to Milkers. So yeah.
who is your
Yeah.
favorite host, and who is your not favorite, or who do you hate the most in the LCU? Now, this could be either current or from before. Like you had a favorite host and they left, or like you couldn't despise somebody that you really didn't like or they left. It could be current or past. Um, so who's your favorite and who did you hate the most?
Steak. Steak was my favorite. He didn't start out being my favorite though. I really didn't care for him when he got there. But after Fat Camp, he was my absolute he was my favorite after Fat Camp.
The second one, right?
Yeah, Fat Camp 2. I didn't go to 1.
Okay.
So, yeah. No, AMAC and I got brought on right after Fat Camp 1. So, and we were also the show that completed the circuit. So, yeah. But so Steak and my least favorite, it's weird because on stream it's Boogie. Okay? It's absolutely Boogie. But here's the thing about
I don't
Boogie.
think that's weird.
Well, but what I'm about to say is off stream, he was the nicest. I sat down with him and Desi and we talked and I held Sammy and, I came home. I even bought me a Locale Live shirt with just Sammy's face on it. I love me some Sammy. And, but yeah, we talked but when the camera got turned on, he was just an ass. So as far as streaming as host, it's Boogie because he was an asshole. He would pull out all your imperfections, anything that you felt something about, he would grab at that, and you're sitting here, you're not going to make me cry. I'm going to be a bitch about it, but the camera goes off and he's not that person.
He's
like,
Steven, yeah.
Yeah.
Camera's on, he's Boogie. When it's off, he's Steven.
Exactly. And that's how he is. I'm telling you, he is one of the nicest people. Like, it's just, it was weird. It's a very weird thing.
Well, we all know that he plays characters. I mean, he's admitted to it, right? So, and then he's always overhype over, and I think he's, like you said it before, he's not Mr. Rogers anymore. He is the villain Boogie. He is King Boogie. So, I mean, at least he's, brash enough to admit it. But I could see, I mean, we've heard on here that Boogie really is like a nice person when he's Steven, but when he's Boogie, it's far out there from anything you'll ever see.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, but you said host and and I stick with Boogie. Cuz he was a asshole, but as a person, I just see him as two different people.
Well, I
So
think I think we all should, right? I mean, in a sense of like when the camera's turned off, sometimes people are these people that you see on camera, but most of the time, people on the camera, that's not who they are. They live a regular life. They have a job. So, and
yeah,
I think it's really hard for some fans to distinguish like that person on camera is not like that 24/7. Like they're not that insane.
yeah.
Some people are. No, don't get me wrong. Some people are.
Well, that's the only
But
impression that they get to see of them because they don't get to see the other side, so that's all they see. That's all they know this person to be. So, naturally everybody gets their opinions based on what they're seeing on the camera.
oh
I
yeah.
did the same thing. But when I met him, I didn't want to meet him, man. I thought he was just going to be like this asshole, but he was the one that blew my mind, like big time.
Um, what was your favorite moment over there at the LCU? Could have been at any time, but what's the one that you remember the most?
Meeting AMAC.
Meeting AMAC.
hmm That moment, it's on I believe it was at Fat Camp, and it's on a bus stream. And so I got in camera view, and then AMAC walked in and come behind, like they had this big wall kind of set up, and she come around, and I think I have it somewhere. But anyway, and she ran up to me and she hugged me, and it's all on camera. But the moment she did, that was just that was just my moment. It was it was cool. It was cool as hell.
Well, I mean, I'm
So
glad that's actually stuck with you, and that meeting that the person that you spent the most time with over there at the LCU. I mean, that's actually very admirable that you really think that that is your favorite. I wonder if that's AMAC's favorite too. I mean, because she's every time I've talked to her, chat with her, she seems like a really cool person, just like yourself. So I wonder if maybe that's around her boat too. What was your favorite punishment? And it didn't have to be for you guys; it could have been for anybody. But like, what's the one that really stuck with you?
oh God.
I know there's been a lot. I know there's been a lot, right? But there has to be one that stuck out that you were like, okay, that was good.
Oh my God. I don't know. As far as punishment, because they turned out not to be punishments anymore. It was just okay, you do this and this person's going to do the punishment was old, and then it became goal oriented, like you do this person's going to do that, and it wasn't a punishment. So
Well, it could be. We could add in since that we could add freak out. What's your favorite? My favorite punishment / freak out moment was Boogie get the axe, and he was freaking out. Right, he was smashing all of his stuff. Like I have my axe, I have my axe. So that's one that's really stuck with me. So I mean, what freak out or punishment? And it could be for anybody in the LCU.
one of my craziest thought as far as a thought process was when they pushed him in the pool with the in the wheelchair,
Yeah.
because I was scared that he wasn't going to be able to maneuver himself to get up. Even though that pool, it was not that deep, like especially where they landed. Because AMAC and I jumped in it at 6:00 in the morning one morning. Yeah, it was a whole
Is
thing.
it cold?
Yeah, and the audience couldn't see it. It was dark, and they didn't get to see any of it. And yeah, we were gonna redo it, but I think it was raining the next day or something, and then we had to leave. But yeah, it was cold as hell. But yeah, so that was one of my favorites. Honest, a lot of it revolved around Fat Camp, I guess. The fight between Nightmare and Tech Protect.
That was golden. I love that.
That
was awesome. The wings
that
freak out was pretty
was
good
great.
too, but the Nightmare one was awesome on Snake Island. I really enjoyed that.
Let's see. Becky's, there was quite a few moments with Becky.
Oh yeah.
Especially when she pulled the wig off and was like, "Is this what you want?" Oh God, I'll never forget that one. That was gold. They yeah. Yeah, let's see. God, I just had one. I got this brain right now. It's not working right.
It's
I
fine.
will think of something and it will go. My people that they know I got it's a whole thing right now. I got brain fog. But yeah, several Becky moments, especially when she knocked all of her stuff off.
The fight with Roxy was pretty good when they threw the luggage into the lake, and like she was on top of Roxy, like, and then Roxy was, and then Keem.
That is,
he tried to get the hose, and he was like, "What do I do?" And then he went in and was like, "Stop!" Like, what were you gonna do? Hose him down? Like,
they're not dogs, dude. You don't just take the hose to them. Yeah, that was good. Well, you know what? I guess the moment that probably sticks out the most is the wings.
Yeah.
Now my dog is probably gonna bark. Just so you know.
It's fine. We don't.
That anytime that man fires up that truck, my dog usually barks. So I was waiting on it. Yeah, the wings thing. But honestly, everybody was like this thing with Kelly, and I'm like, okay, we saw that, we know it was horrible. But my mind goes back to him actually, going after Keem, and then Keem had a mark on his neck.
It was like right down his neck, like
yeah, yeah, and that sticks with me too.
Well, Wings has like long fingernails and like all this other weird stuff, so he probably scratched him at one point.
Just scratched him, but that one, that's definitely that's one of those that stay with you. So.
If you could say anything to anyone over at the LCU right now, what would it be? Like any host, your favorite person behind the scenes, doc member. What's one thing if you could tell them right now, what would it be?
Oh God.
I know some of my questions are like brain thinkers. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I just some of them I know it's one thing probably to one person that you're asking for, but
no, it could be multiple or anything.
There are probably a couple I would be like, what are you doing? Why do you, and I don't like to hurt people's feelings, but some of them I just don't understand why they are still there. And I don't know if it's a seat filling thing, if it's, what that is. And then I don't know if I could tell one thing.
It could be multiple. I mean, hey, look.
Honestly, I would tell Foxy. Foxy just seems fake to me because I met Foxy. And she seems like she's a robot on camera. You know what I mean? Like, okay, all right, and we'll do this. And and it's like you get nothing from her. It's just robotic. And I'm like, okay, now, granted, she acted that way a little bit in person, but she had a little personality. It's like, you need to dig in and find your personality because it is not on that camera. Everything you do, girl, is robotic.
Yeah.
And I don't find the entertainment factor from that. And then it's like, okay, 3, 2, 1, cry. And she's going to cry, And I mean, and people may enjoy that. I don't. So I would tell her to go find her personality, and she needs to bring it out. She is scared to go at Tina because of what happened last time. She lost, her opportunity on Queens because she went after Tina, but people were telling her to go after Tina because that's the thing to do. You can't be buddy with Tina and be on Queens.
Oh, yeah.
So people were telling her to do that. So when she does it, she lost Queens. So I think she's scared to do anything over there, which is making her act like a robot. And it's just, I don't like it. So I would tell her to find your personality, go reach in and find you balls somewhere and dig them back out and do something.
Yeah, I think she's very, like you said, robotic. Like when it comes to the script, everything is literal. You know what I mean? Hey, do this at this exact time. There's no emotion to it other than her crash out sometimes. Like when she slammed her keyboard down or something like that.
That was great.
That was amazing content, right? Like we were all in the Discord dying laughing when we saw that. I couldn't believe it. I was like, we actually got genuine emotion from Foxy. So I think you're 100% right. Like you hit it right on the mark with that. Well,
and I've noticed that, and it's like I just my thing, I loved watching Queens and I loved watching live, and now I can't watch either one.
That's a lot
I
of us.
cannot watch live.
That's a
Like-
lot of us right now, yeah. Well, a lot of people that have been around since, the beginning of the early days or something like that.
Yeah.
We know what it once was, and now we see it now, and it's like, what is this, I mean...
It's crazy. I was watching actually this morning. I woke up and I go to sleep with YouTube on. So when I wake up, I never know what's going to be on. And it was an old stream, and it had Keem, Tommy, Boogie, Wings, and
Those were the GOAT.
Medicare.
Medicare? Or
Yeah, I'm trying to see if it was him or there was somebody else. I'm trying to remember. Anyway, my brain ain't working right. Anyway, did I do that?
Do what?
There's something showing, like the side stream is showing.
There's the Foxy GIF in side chat.
Oh, okay.
No, I did it.
Did I do that?
No. Pirate posted in the side chat. He posted something of Foxy, so I showed it on stream.
Oh, okay. Because I'm watching. I'm like, because I clicked something, and I didn't know if I clicked this side or I was trying to get something pulled up.
He posted the Foxy crash out of when she slammed her keyboard.
I see it now. I see it. Oh my god, that is
I loved that. Okay, I think that was the first time we actually got genuine emotion from her, and I was on point.
I know, right? Oh my god, that was so funny.
He said,
See,
"Llama,
that's
is
what
you
I'm
the one
talking
Bones
about."
hates?" I didn't know Bones hated me. I have no
Llama,
idea.
Is you the one Bones hates?
I could be. Maybe.
Oh,
Never talked to Bones. I don't know.
I don't know. Go get Bones to come over here. And is that breadstick? Is that real breadstick?
I don't know. I was wondering about that. If that was the real breadstick.
I love breadstick.
He's
if
pretty
that's
good.
breadstick, I love me some breadstick. I think he is so underrated. He is absolutely he's good.
No, he is.
I really like him.
For somebody that
So-
came out of the woodwork and then threw himself into the lion's den, I really do think that he actually did, overcome it. He's actually doing really well. So he said, the Chevy Scriven, I can't even want to shut shit down.
Oh yeah. So
that might be. It could be.
So right now, if none of y'all, because I know at least one person in here does not know what's happening, and I know that for a fact. The LCU is shut down right now, and they had a meeting today at 2:00. Keem said that all they did was fight. So now they're having another meeting at 2:00 tomorrow. So the LCU right now is shut down.
Yeah.
So there you go.
We have the actual message he put out in side chat. It said, the LCU as a whole is suspended. We have major issues that must be resolved before we can start broadcasting again. I'm scheduling an emergency roll meeting at 2 p.m. Eastern. I will act in good faith to resolve these issues, but if they cannot be fixed, the LCU will probably be shutting its doors. Oh, that's not good.
And then the next one.
The roll meeting was nothing more but fighting. We did not solve the core issues yet. We have another meeting scheduled at 2 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. The LCU will remain shut down until all of this is fixed. That hurts.
So yeah, so if you're going over there looking for, a live stream from that universe, you're shit out of luck. I'm assuming, unless something's happened since we've been on stream, But yeah,
Well,
so
they got
he
us.
was right. He could.
They got us. They got the llama. Come over here,
Yeah.
which is crazy because a few LCU hosts do come over here from time to time, and I really enjoy it. Like I'm surprised they come here. So,
Actually, every once in a while, one will pop in my chat here and there. So it's so yeah, and then it's crazy though. It's like, okay, the other day, I redirected to Cafe, and Pesci and Batgirl did not say anything. And
Ooh.
Keem, later on, Keem jumped up and he joined, and he's like, but I want to give a shout out to Angie Uploaded, who directed over to us, and blah, 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 and he said some, I don't remember exactly what he said, but anyway, he was real nice about it. So, but yeah, they didn't say my name, but Pesci's in my, I think he's still in my server. I'm in his, like, we're fine, but he didn't, I was like, hopefully he just didn't see me redirect, but that's kind of hard, I just don't believe that. I believe he saw me redirect. He just didn't say anything. So, yeah.
So just behind the stream, but yeah, Babe could have been a Gooner show, but thankfully me and Lisi were more than that. Wait, is that really Smooch? I know she'd been lurking around. Smooch, what's going on?
Yeah, I think
that is.
I think that is Smooch.
We're getting some people out of the woodwork, man. Like they're coming out of the woodwork. So, I know we all know. But for the people watching, and thank you for everybody being here, man. Like and subscribe. Our Discord is pinned in there. It's a free Discord, guys. It's a safe Discord. And maybe as Angie seen, like there's days where we're not in there. Like I tell people all the time, like we're different, okay? Like and then you'll see us all reconvene, and then like a couple days later, there's nothing. So we try to keep it, like not LCU where like every 5 minutes somebody's posting. But
Yeah.
my last question about the LCU before we move into you, is can you explain why you left the LCU, and would you go back, and or have you been given the chance to go back?
Okay.
She was done dirty. I know, Brantley. I
know. Okay. So let me explain. All right, really quick. All right, my channel was demonetized before I went to the LCU. It was demonetized for, they said, reuse of content. And I could appeal and I could do all these things. And then I had the opportunity to go into the LCU. So I said, well, what am I going to worry about appealing it for right now? And, all of this, and try to really work on getting my monetization back, because I'm not going to be streaming on this channel. I was like, I can worry about trying to fix all that later. Okay. So I get over to the LCU and, I get a show, blah, blah, blah. All right. 30 minutes before we went live, AMAC and I get a call from Keem and Mike. And I can't be on a show because I was demonetized on my platform. So I can't make money on another show. So I can't be a host.
I'm sorry, which is horrible, because you said that you had like the 30-day thing, and then now it's been like 60 days. And I told
that
Silver
came
and Pirate,
later, though.
Yeah, like I like that's fucked up. I feel bad. Like what?
Well, see that came later. So right now we're sitting. Okay, he has just told me that I can't stream, and Chubby has been demonetized because I didn't have monetization, and it was the same way with Hero. I think Hero, because Amber Lynn had lost her monetization on hers. All right, and everybody was going around saying that we were banned and we were banned creators and all of this, or at least they were saying that about me. I can't speak for Amber Lynn because she goes through so much over there. I can only speak for me. And people were saying that, and it was like, I am not a banned creator, okay? Mike and Keem didn't even know that if somebody loses their monetization, not banned, because if you're banned, you cannot circumvent and be on another channel. But I still had a channel. You know what I mean? I was still able to be a creator. But they didn't even know either that I could not come over there and be a host, and make money. But evidently that was a thing. So at the moment, he said, okay, go stream on your channel, you can treat it like Chubby. That's why he gave me the full grace to just go and stream. I could talk about LCU. I could talk about anything I wanted to. The point was trying to get it hurried up and get it remonetized. When it got remonetized, then I could come back. So the door has always, he's never closed the door on me. Are you not subscribed to me? Is that what I'm seeing?
Yeah,
you
yeah.
just pulled me up.
Yeah, I was
and
showing
you are not subscribed to me.
Oh, the Morning Stars is. I don't think the llama is. Oh, we'll rectify that.
Okay, well, we need to rectify that
we'll
situation.
Rectify that right now. Whoa. No. Look, that is my bad. Look, guys, I am fucking up today. All right, she is
you
right
can't
to call.
have a host. You cannot have a creator on and pull up something and not have whatever you're pulling up sub to their channel.
I will do it right now on stream, guys.
you.
Go sub the end. Look, Morning Stars is okay. I didn't know the llama wasn't okay. We will do it right now. Yeah, she did. She's fucking foot in my fucking mouth. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Guys, go subscribe to her, man. I can't, do it now, all right? Or we're banning you, all right? Now I'm banning myself.
Yeah, so anyway, the door has always been open for me to come over there. I've never been kicked from the Discord. I did lose. He had put me as an intern over there, but I kind of went off on him on one of my streams, and he put me. I'm a regular. I'm a green now. But every once in a while I'll comment over there. I was over there today because of it being shut down and everything. I was just curious to see, if he was talking anything about, if he was gonna. I was hoping he would stream the meeting actually. So I was just over there being nosy, seeing if he was going to talk about, something in the Discord over there about it being shut down. So I was over there today a little bit, and
I paid the goon, baby.
And saw a few people I hadn't seen in a while, and that was nice. And but would I go back? And that's been a question that has been asked a couple times of me. And I would have to say right now, no, I wouldn't. I do not like the direction in which it has gone.
Yeah.
It is not the same LCU that I fell in love with. I loved the LCU. I watched everything. I was pulled into, the chaos like everybody else. But right now, no. If he fixed it to where it was, in my opinion, watchable again, then, I would think about it. But, right now, no, I wouldn't.
Even if he put you in a show with AMAC again, would you still say no?
Yeah, I would still say no. It's not the same. It's not, because when I am streaming on my own, I can go live when I want to go live.
Yeah.
I don't have to, and worry about am I gonna lose the show, or am I gonna not be a host? I mean, that is a lot of worry.
Are you gonna
hit a goal? Yeah. Are we gonna meet this amount of money, this month? And Chubby
Steve Billings. I'm sorry to interrupt you. I've been trying to get Steve over here for so long. He is a major LCU clipper over there on Twitter. He clips all the good stuff on Twitter. Yeah. Steve, brother, welcome. I gotta get you next for an interview. Yeah. We all know Steve. All right, Steve. All right. Thank you for being here, Steve. You're next, brother. You're getting up here one day for an interview. You're next. I'm hawking you, all right? Sorry. But I think you're totally right when it comes to it, because a lot of us in my Discord, we've been around for a while, like Dev, Pirate, myself. Obviously, everybody knows Pirate. We see it too, and we have the same exact feeling as you do. It's not the place that we all fell in love with. Even after the Tommy Boogie Wings thing, it was actually, bearable and watchable. But now it's just a conundrum of like fuck nuts doing whatever the hell they think they're doing.
Seeing
the
how
magic
far it
is
goes
not there
until they get it taken down. Yeah. It's not.
I have the same feeling. I wish there was some show, at least one, that has the magic. Like, I'll watch Chubby because AMAC comes in here and supports us. The only good show that I think is worth watching right now is Pitt, because of Yo Mama. He's such a character. And if you love him, if you hate him, that's one thing. But I think it's just he's bringing a character that's actually fun to watch and what the fuck am I talking about? Engage with on a stream. So other than that, I think it's just like a comedy show. It's like Mad TV over there right now. It's not what we used to want and fall in love with. So I'm right there with you.
Yeah, that's how I feel. And then as far as Yo Mama and Pitt, Yo Mama and I, we've gone back and forth a lot.
And Boxy Moo is here now.
I love me some Boxy Moo.
You people are coming out the woodwork today, okay? I think it's because Angie's here, all right? Y'all are tired of looking at my ugly mug, so you come over here for Angie, all right? I'm fucked up. I'm sorry, Angie. Sorry. Okay.
You're fine. You're fine. No, I want to say. Let me say hi to everybody.
Go off.
I see y'all in the chat. I see y'all. I just know I see y'all. I appreciate every one of y'all for being here. Don't think that I don't see. I see who's here and interacting in the chat and came over. I appreciate it like hell. Even if it wasn't for me, even if it was just because you support Drama Llama Live, Insomnia, whatever, just thank y'all for being here. Cause I don't think I've ever done an interview. Like, I don't think I have. So yeah, thank you. And we appreciate y'all being here.
AMAC came out the woodwork, Angie, okay? Oh my God. Look, see, this is what happens, all right?
Hey, AMAC.
Oh my God. No, for me, it's
Irish.
Go off.
Irish and my best friend Beezer, she's in here somewhere. She's busy. I know she's doing something, but I saw her earlier. Thank y'all. I see everyone. I can't name all of y'all. There's so many of y'all. I see Chicky. Hey, I see all of y'all, and I appreciate the hell out of y'all. Thank y'all so much. But
I can't believe it. I can't believe. I'm look. It makes me like I got butterflies right now. All right, everybody's coming over here and watching me. And look, I think they're all here for AMAC. All right, and I'm just saying.
AMAC, I'm Angie.
Oh my God! All right, I'm cooked. I'm done. I'm leaving. You have the show. No,
you're good. Because honestly, we get that. I don't know so much anymore, but we get that all the time. We'd get called the other's name. It's fine. It don't even phase us anymore, I don't think.
Well, my thing here
It's been a while since it's happened.
I know, Pirate, you come up here, you take over, all right? I'm cooked, I'm done, all right? Angie's done with me, okay? No.
You're good. You're good.
For me, well, the thing is like, I like bringing people over here to get the interview because for one thing, I didn't see people doing it, and that was kind of the vision that I wanted. Like, so many people are leaving the LCU. So many major people have left, but nobody was interviewing them. And I was like, well, maybe, I'm a no-name, but I was like, maybe, I could try to start doing it. And then it really made me feel good when we had Roxy. But then now we actually have the support of like Roxy and Gigi, and like we had Scooter up here and his support. So I'm really happy that people actually feel comfortable enough because one of the issues somebody had is are we going to dog them for coming up here? And I honestly, I try to give really good, genuine, honest interviews, and I try to make everybody feel good. I try to be open, as you saw in the back end, I sent you the docket. I try to, pick which thumbnail you like. It makes me nervous because I'm like, am I really fucking up with this? So like, I try to do my best, but it's like, I try to make everybody feel welcome.
I think that you're doing good with this. I think this is your niche. I do think that you have an excellent presence as far as, being an interviewer. And I do think you have the voice for it. So I think if you just hone in on that, I think you'll do well. Just
so much.
But I said that earlier when I was in the VC with the fellows. I was telling them this. I said if I don't get a chance to tell him this. So yeah, I think this is your thing. I think you just work at it.
Thank you. And I try. I'm not like an interviewer, but I try my best. The only one I felt bad for was Cat Lady because she was in her car and it was like 100 and something degrees outside. Like I felt so bad.
Oh God.
I felt terrible. I'm like, I have this lady here for 2 hours. She's in her car with her AC on. I felt so bad. I texted her after, like, please don't hate me. Like, I'm sorry.
Well, I don't. Wouldn't that be on her though? Didn't
It
she
is,
know the
yeah,
interview
but I
was
still
coming?
feel bad. Like, you know,
I know. I would have to though. I would have felt bad, but you know that's kind of on her though too, right? So you can't take all that on yourself. But I understand where you're coming from because I would have done the same thing. I would have felt bad too. So, Angie, talk about the thumbnail. I wasn't going to, Byron.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Look, bring it up. Bring it up.
I want you to look at the thumbnail for this live stream.
Okay.
And I want you to look at my hands.
Let me see.
I wasn't going to say anything.
What are your hands doing?
Just look at them.
Oh, they look like man hands.
They look like, and the one looks like a Hulk hand. All you need to do is turn it green.
Look, I gave you like 4, okay? I like the one where you had the black hair and you had your hair up like this, but I like when people pick theirs, because the one where you're in the pink and the hat, you look like you're questioning, but the one with like where you had your hair up, like you were messing with your hair, I thought that one,
Yeah.
I was like, she might like that one the best. I did not look at
Well,
the
you should have
hands.
told
I will
me
be
that.
honest.
Like,
Well, I like, you know, when I send, like I did it for Scooter Cat Lady and everybody else, like, hey, which one do you prefer? Because I like when they like it, you know. I like
I
them
don't
all.
like this
but
one because it had the glasses and everything, but
the hands
and I
are
like
so bad. Oh
but yeah, yeah. Okay, I talked about, yeah, Angie Smash. Angie Smash.
Oh god, look, I fucked up in so many ways, guys. I'm done. We're
You're
cooked.
fine. You're fine. It gives everybody a Easter egg to look for.
Now
Go find the Easter
they're gonna
egg.
make fun of me.
Tell
like,
your
"You
friends.
fucked up her hands, all right?
Now, if I was really hurt about it, I would have told you, like, before you know, once I saw it, I would say, you need to do something. See, I found it. Honestly, I found it funny. So I didn't say a word, but I said something to them. I said, "Did y'all see that thumbnail?" I said, "I look like the Hulk."
That's terrible. I feel
Smash.
so bad.
No.
Guys, I think we've wrapped up on the LCU on that side. I'd like to ask you questions about you yourself, Angie Uploaded, as I always do. I try to get in the LCU stuff out the way first because it's old news. I ask everybody that came up here to interview me, what is one quirk or hobby that viewers might not know that you have or that you're interested in?
Well, Lord, the hobby
Or like
I
quirk or
have
something?
thousands of Funko Pops. Some may know, some may not know it. I mean, I've definitely put them out there. I have a whole room dedicated to them. On every wall,
man.
I have, like, even back here, I have my diamond and my art collection. But downstairs, I have nothing but it's thousands of Funko Pops on every wall. And I've shown them. Oh, that was on a Chubby stream. Never mind. I actually went downstairs and showed them. So, I do love my Funko Pops. I got some right here, actually.
She got them by her desk.
Well, I showed this one the other day because Tim Curry passed away. So I got Dr. Frankenfurter. Because of course Tim Curry passed away, and then
I wonder if they're gonna make a Dolly Parton one since she just passed.
there's my Dolly album.
Oh my god!
And I have 2 more Dolly Pops, but they're too far for me to reach. And I was going to show them on stream the other day, but I couldn't reach them. I was going to try to get my husband to get them down, but I didn't. So anyway, that's my Dolly album version. So to answer your question, yep, they already have Dollies out. So
I should have expected that one.
I've had that one probably 2 years.
And they
actually.
Dev, you're right. We did lose a legend when Tim Curry. He was a goat. He was amazing. I loved him. Same with Dolly. Dolly was an inspiration to thousands and thousands of people. And it's just sad that, you know, she passed.
Yeah, and I love.
No, pirate. No. What is this?
If you click it, it's gonna pull up anyway.
I did.
Oh God, you asshole!
You said ask Angie about this.
That is the worst. Okay.
What is that?
That's the floating head. Okay, so Y'all can see I've lost a lot of weight too. But yeah. So I was trying to that was on, and honestly, that was the most viewed not stream, video. That was a true crime video. And I was talking, I can't remember her name off top, but she's on Texas Death Row, and they did a documentary about her on Hulu about should she even really be in prison, much less death row. And so it's my most viewed video, like, it's thousands. And I was trying to figure out how to make the background look more sophisticated, and me just kind of be, there talking. And then when I went to edit it, it just looked like a floating head. But I had spent so much time recording it, and it was hard for me at the time because I didn't have this set up and everything. It was hard for me at the time to find a place, and all of that to actually do these things. And so I just let it go. I said, nobody's going to watch it anyway, right? Because I wasn't getting a whole lot of views, and it ended up getting thousands. And it's the floating head. Yeah, that's what it is. And I hate that. And Pirate knows that. And then now it is out here for everybody to see again. Thank you, Pirate.
It's only live on air. Only hosts can see it. Okay, or they watch the stream.
So, but yeah. So yeah, there's that.
Are you a gamer at all? Like, not just PC, but anything, board games, old games. Are you a gamer by chance?
No, I'm not. Every once in a while, I'll do some, play something on the phone. I like games where you have to find stuff.
Do you do like Cards Against
find
Humanity
the
or anything? Any of that?
We've got them. We've never played them. I know exactly what they are, but I've never played it. Yeah, I want to, but it's like, I can't play by myself.
So you're obviously you have a Discord, and you obviously have a good community over there. How would you describe the vibe or personality of your community? Do you enjoy it? Do you think it's turned a new direction? How would you describe it as a whole?
Very chill. We laugh a lot. I mean, there will be a couple days where they don't see me. And again, it's not because I'm mad or I don't love each and every one of them. It's just I have so much, because I work a real 8 to 5 job every day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I have one too.
And trying to fit that in, it's just, I try my best. But as far as the community itself, they are a great bunch of people, and I love each and every one of them dearly, like dearly.
Well, I'm glad that they support you in the way, because it's hard, because some people require content every single day. I mean, here we used to be 2 times a week. Now we're only 1 time because of, my IRL job. So I just, because I think they're just, what's the word I'm looking for? Like privilege that they get like LCU every single day versus their favorite people that they maybe can only connect with once a week or, at certain times. So I don't think, oh Lord, here she is. Gidgy is late, but she's here. Gidgy. Gidgy, I have to tell you right off the bat, I've been trying to get a hold of you and let you know that Roxy has to send me a friend request so I can put both of you in the group chat. Her DMs and her things aren't open, so I can't send her one. I've been trying, okay? I'm sorry. So what I typically... Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, I think Gidgy would be a great interview. So
I've been trying to lock her down for so long. She wants to do it, but she wants to do her and Roxy, but Roxy's DMs aren't open, so I've been trying to let her know. It's been like a hassle, but I'm telling you right now, I'm in the works with Gidgy. I had Scooter, and I'm gonna get Gidgy. I want Gidgy. What I ask Cat Lady and Scooter, and I want to ask you too, is streaming requires nonstop talking and high energy. How do you handle days where you're just not feeling it, but you still have to go live, especially when you're on Chubby? Do you have like a ritual? Do you go run outside? Like days where you're just like, nah, fuck this, I don't want to be here.
In the beginning, honestly, you could see it was a big the energy wasn't there. We had to figure that out. We had to, individually, we had to figure out, what we could do to bring it, bring our own energy out. And what I do a lot, in the morning, if I can't find my energy, I will put on some Pearl Jam or some 9 Inch Nails. I will get something that just, gets me amped up. So I can, and I was drinking energy drinks too. Like they were, I had a heart attack, not too long ago. And yeah, so I can't really drink energy drinks like I did, before. But honestly, when I had 4 stents put in, I don't know, it's been 7-8 weeks now, I think.
They put that shocker in there in case it stops when you fall asleep.
No, I don't. No, I don't have the pacemaker. They went in. They went in and they put 4 stents in my heart because my arteries were 100% blocked.
I'm glad you're okay. Like, I'm glad you're here.
Me too. But if your body tells you something, listen to it, because I didn't. It could have been bad. I didn't go to the hospital, and I knew something was wrong, but I felt this terror come over me. But the doctor said that it's normal to feel that kind of like terror, like you've never felt before. It's weird to even describe it. But I was like, I can't go. And I didn't tell anybody either. I was sitting on the couch, and I even had a rag because I was pouring sweat for no reason. And he said, "Are you okay?" I said, "I just don't feel good." So he left and went to work. I had this pain in my arm. Like, I can't explain either. I had the elephant sitting on the chest. I was popping sweat beads for just sitting there. I'm like, oh my God. And Beezer made me, she's like, at least call the heart doctor, So I did the next day. Anyway, yeah, I ended up having to have stents put in, because that's exactly what happened. But if you ever feel anything like that, please just go to the hospital, even if they tell you nothing's wrong. Because I honestly thought, maybe it's a anxiety attack or something, But I knew something was wrong, and I should have gone, and I didn't. And it could have ended very badly because the whole right side of my heart was completely blocked.
Especially waiting, it could have had severe side effects. And I'm glad that, that they were able to heal it and everything, or at least do what they did. But waiting is the worst because it could get severe, by the day.
I think they went in. I don't know if you can see it. There's a little dot right there.
Yeah.
Right there. That's where they went in, and they put 4 stents in. They put it all the way up. And I was awake when they did that. It was like twilight or something, but you can feel them do it, but you can't, it don't hurt. You know what I mean? The only thing that hurt was when they got to my elbow. But anyway, we ain't here to talk about all that. But yeah, so.
I think we're all just glad you're okay. Same with everybody in the chat. I think we're all glad that you're okay and you're still here rather than, it gotten worse,
I'm glad I'm still here too, because I made a very poor decision to not go to the hospital. So listen to your body, people. But I was drinking energy drinks. Like, y'all thought Glammy was drinking energy drinks? Hell no, I was having 6, 7.
Yeah, she's pretty bad with it. Like,
well, I was having about 6 or 7 a day myself.
What were you drinking?
That's Monster Pacific Punch. So the full, it wasn't sugar free. It was full on, yeah.
This guys is the reason that Drama Llama is sponsored by W Advance and Poggers Energy. No sugar, no nothing. Gives you natural energy. Stay away from those energy drinks, man. I tell them. Well, now I am.
That. I'm drinking Alani, the cherry slush now. So, and I only have, I won't go over 2, but I do have one every morning. So I'll start drinking it. I don't like coffee.
Oh, okay.
Even though the only way I can make money on, YouTube is the buy me the coffee thing, because I can't use the Streamlab thing because it's wanting to connect to my main channel, and Angie Uploaded is not my main channel. So it keeps wanting to connect to the main channel. So I can't even have that, the TTS thing where you make money through the Streamlabs or the Stream Elements or whatever. So the only thing I can use is buy me a coffee.
Really?
So, yeah.
That's wild.
I'm screwed.
Yeah, that's wild because, well, see, the way I figured it out is, for us at least, we have a gaming channel called Llama Aces, and then obviously I have Morning Stars. Oh, did she? Okay, I was about to say, did you go somewhere? What happens is, do you use like Google Chrome or like Microsoft or something like that?
Yeah, I do got Chrome.
Whichever account you're on for Chrome is the one that it connects to. I found out for us anyway. So like if I'm on Morningstar, Streamlabs and Stream Elements will connect to that. Or if I'm on Llama Live, it'll connect to that one. I don't know. Some people have had that problem. Some people haven't. So like if you see,
maybe at some point you can help me and I can look and see if I can fix that and figure it out.
We had that same problem here, so I've been wondering maybe that's it. But going back to it, like I'm just glad that you've at least figured out a routine that you're doing. I mean, you look great ever since we saw you from chubby to now. I mean, you look amazing. So too. And I think Pirate said the same thing. So I think everybody here, especially like Gidgy, Pirate, everybody here, I think we all say we're glad that she's still with us instead of look. It could have been a lot worse. So
I appreciate that. Yeah. Though the new medicines I'm on and everything. I mean,
like your husband didn't come and was like, "What the fuck are you doing? Like, get your ass to the hospital."
Yeah, well, I didn't tell him. I didn't tell him anything.
Oh no!
I didn't tell him until I made the call to the appointment, and by then the symptomatic part of it had really stopped. Even though I was I was really short of breath, but the appointment was like in a couple of days. They couldn't see me right away. It was still a couple of days, but they told me the least little thing to go to the hospital, being I wasn't having the sweat or the arm hurt or the tight chest. Anyway, but I didn't tell him until I made the appointment. I didn't tell him about any of it. All he knew was I was sitting on the couch that day and I didn't go to work because I didn't feel good. That's all he knew. So I could have had a migraine for all he knew. So I didn't tell him.
Well,
until later.
I'm sure out of all of us, he's the most glad that you're still here. I'm severely. I think next time he's probably going to be on your ass about it since you didn't tell him.
Yeah. I just didn't, I didn't want him to worry. And then, I don't know. And then I felt that terror thing I was telling you about. So
look, at least now. You're like, all right, fuck it, I'm going.
Yep. I'll go. Because I know it's real. I know, so.
Well, it's everybody for all of us. We think it's not us. It's never going to happen to us until it happens to us, So I think that's mostly the thing. That's hard to follow up. That story's crazy. That's hard to follow. No, look, it's not. Like, that's hard to follow, right? Like,
Bees has Mr. Uploaded's phone number too. Yeah, see.
You should. Yeah. Look, you should, Bees okay?
She threatened to get on a plane, y'all. She did. She
call her husband like,
and she will.
Being stubborn, all right? Get her.
She's jumped on a plane and gotten up here before. Like when she says she will jump on a plane, she will jump on a plane to get to me.
That's
and when my mama passed on Christmas Day, and I was like kind of in shock and just kind of like I was going through the motions of things. And next thing I know, she is here. She has done booked the flight. She has done made it to me because, yeah.
That's a real
so
friend.
When she says,
oh yeah, friend.
That's my girl. That is her. And she will get up here. Just if she says she's going to book a flight, she'll do it. That's one that will back her shit up.
Jeez, Beezer. All right. Get her,
That's
Beezer.
why I said everybody needs a Bees in their life. Everybody.
They do.
But y'all can't have mine. Y'all can't have
Only one Beezer, okay?
Oh, me. But yeah.
Follow. That's hard to follow. God damn it.
I'm sorry.
No, this is what I want. Okay, this is what I enjoy. Like I really enjoy these moments.
You wanted the real.
I did.
Here's
No,
the
look,
real.
I did. Okay, but it's hard to like follow that. Like, holy shit! Like, what is the most memorable or chaotic interaction that you've ever had, either with your chat or on streaming itself?
Oh,
And fuck you guys. I'm not the lead singer of Green Day. All right, fuck you guys. Oh, jeez.
I'm trying to. You know what? I kind of see it though. You gonna bust out some dookie?
God, help! Wombat, you started this shit. All right, we're coming after you.
I see it though. I do. Okay, most chaotic. I'm gonna tell you the most fun and as far as laughing I think that I've ever done was the stream when we had the cupcakes and we were putting the cupcakes. They were doing donos and we were having to wear the cupcakes. And anyway, the cupcakes ended up on my eyes, on my glasses, and it was like, you know, those, what do they call it? Is it steampunk?
Steampunk?
You know, steampunk. You know that crazy look with the glasses and everything? That's what it reminded me of. But I took the icing held so good on the glasses that when I took the glasses off, they were still like stuck to the glasses. And it had like this perfect it was so funny to me. But it was like we were literally it was like we were in the same room. It was so connected. It was so funny, that stream. It was one of our birthdays, I think. But oh God, it was so funny.
Beezer said
I loved
the
that
kick
stream.
chat at 6 a.m. was wild. What is that?
Oh my God. The kick chat at 6 a.m. is vulgar. And I know that's an old word. And I said this the other day, but that's all they talked about was, you know, I don't say the P word, but all they talked about was you pee.
Your kuka.
And yeah, that. And they want what they wanted to do to it, and you know, AMAC and I both. And I'm sitting there, I'm reading all this, and they're talking about our boobs, and they're mentioning certain words for liquids, and I'm just seeing this, and it was every day we was on Kick. That's all you saw was that. I mean, it was nasty. I'm like, why the hell are we on this thing anyway? Like, but sometimes I would read that shit, and I'd be like, oh my God. It was just crazy. So there was that. There was the time that oh my God. High Pitch Eric. From what's his face?
I don't
Y'all
know.
help me.
Yeah, who's High
Y'all
Pitch Eric,
know.
guys? Beezer probably knows.
No, the guy that streams, he's a big guy. His Howard Stern. All right, so High Pitch Eric is from Howard Stern. And he was in the Discord and he really liked Chubby. And so and me and him, we got along really good. But that he called in one day. But the only way he could do that was I had to give him, because he had left the Discord. But he was saying it was, the time people were voting for the LCU president.
Oh, okay.
And something had happened with him in the Discord, and the only way he could call in was I gave him my phone number. And we were going to FaceTime and show him on the thing. I know, I took a big risk. But it was him. And, you know, he talked to the camera, and Kelly the instigator. He loves Kelly, and he was like, and they're friends. They're actual friends.
She's a big supporter over there at the LCU, Kelly the instigator.
And her and High Pitch Eric, they are friends. I guess they're still friends. I don't know. I haven't talked to Kelly in a while, but he said, "Hey Kelly, I love you, Kelly." But anyway, just holding the screen up there and just, you know, and it was him. I loved that moment. Because I got along with him too, but he was Fire Gidgey. That was his name in the Discord. What is Gidgy still here? Wasn't it Fire Gidgy? I think it was. Y'all all.
Here. I wonder.
But I think the rest of y'all. But I think Gidgy knows him too. Because she knows Kelly and I think they came from another community together as well. But yeah, he came from Howard Stern. But anyway, that was that I like that moment. Honestly, Mike, I enjoyed meeting Mike. You know, I've seen him on Angry Grandpa and, you know, doing all that stuff for years. And it was like, you know, I think I was more, honestly, I think I was more excited to meet him.
To meet Mike?
Yeah, because I had seen him more. You know, of course I knew Keem and I've watched Keem for years and all that, you know, through the different things and, you know, but watching the Angry Grandpa videos, those were
pretty good. I did like those. Guys, we're halfway through our questions now. Angie, I hate to do this. Can I literally go somewhere for 30 seconds and come right back and you watch chat? I've never done this before, but I severely have to use the restroom.
You can if I can do the same thing.
Yes,
when you
ma'am.
Come back.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Pirate, get in here and take over for a second. All right. You have host role.
I can stream by myself.
Well, you said you were going to the bathroom too, so.
No, I said you do it when you come back.
Oh.
I'll go when you come back.
Oh my God. Okay. Thanks so much.
Yeah, just pull me up.
Put her on main screen. Talk to her.
All right, talk to me, guys. Okay, so here we are, and welcome to Drama Llama Live. No, seriously, I am so glad that y'all came. I don't know who all came just to see me, but I'm glad that y'all came over here and that y'all have found a new channel. If y'all are the first time here, there's a new announcement in the LCU chat. Okay, let's see if I don't know if I can get to it from. Can I do that and not get kicked out? I'm scared. I don't think I can. I don't think I can go look and stay put. Can I? I might get kicked. Y'all tell me. I don't know shit about this damn Discord. I can sure talk to y'all though. All right, what you got? You got it? I can't show that though.
The new announcement is in the site chat. Would you like me to read it out?
Okay, let's see. No, I got it. Okay, the LCU has been slowly turning into something similar to Girl World. That's not who we are. That's never been what we've been about. But here we are. The problem runs from the bottom to the top. Fans, hosts, and I take responsibility too. I will not let the LCU start broadcasting again until we fix this. Hosts have to stop trying to destroy each other, and fans need to drop mob mentality. The problem has gotten so bad that we have fans attacking other fans for supporting shows. All of this must stop. We cannot move forward. So there you go, people. That is what is being said. He feels like that it is being ran like Girl World. So I just read a new announcement that is in the side chat that has been put, that Keem has dropped. And I read it to the chat already. If you just want to read it to yourself, and then you can talk about it, or we can talk about it.
Yeah.
Either way, I'll be right back.
Yes,
I'll be
ma'am.
right back. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Hit me a little. Doo-doo.
Pirate, thank you for coming up here. Guys, thank you for all being here, man. We've had a lot of new people come in. If you did join the Discord, which I have seen some of you have joined the Discord, thank you so much. Like and subscribe, guys. We do have pinned in our, chat here. That is a link to our link tree, or link bio, whatever you want to call it, guys. Click that. It'll get you right into the Discord, our merch, our other channels, all of our good stuff, guys. I want to thank Angie for being here, and just everybody that's come in and hung out with us today, man. This has been such a great episode. I'm so happy that we've got a chance to do that. But like Angie just said, let's read this LCU message out, and then we're going to figure this out. The LCU has slowly been turning into something similar to Girl World. That is not who we are. That's never been what we've been about, but here we are. The problem runs from the bottom to the top, fans, hosts, and I take responsibility too. I will not let the LCU start broadcasting again until we fix this. Hosts have stopped trying to destroy each other, and fans need to drop the mob mentality. The problem has gotten so bad that we have fans attacking the other fans who support shows. All of this must stop. We cannot move forward. Yeah, I mean, for me, guys, the whole thing is the like it is mentioned here, the mob mentality. Everybody should be able to enjoy their favorite show. Thank you, Pirate, for doing that. Everybody should be able to enjoy their favorite show, whether it be something over at the LCU, whether it be Angie, whether it be over here at Drama Llama. There should not be just, hey, this is one show, we like this show, we're going to support the show full on out, man. Everybody here should be able to enjoy the show that they like without having to be harassed or attacked for it. Unless that show is promoting some sort of violence or something like that, then yes, by all means, go ahead. Oh, look at the puppy. Look at that.
Yeah, I got one there and one at my foot. They were whining, so I had to let them in. Yep. So now y'all can see, and you'll see their little doggy beds there. But yeah, they were whining.
One's at my feet.
I am so allergic to cats. But they're cute as hell, but I can't. Yeah, I can't.
That's why you got your dogs. You know, that's why you got your dogs.
Yep,
but they sleep with you and everything.
The big one does, because who's gonna tell him he can't? Like the little one, I have a mini bully, and so she's very stocky, but there's no way she's jumping up on that high bed. So.
I had a regular.
Oh my god!
I had a regular bully.
Lay down.
What breed is that one? A boxer or?
We don't know. We're gonna do the DNA test. We rescued both of them. So we got him. He came from a starvation case in Ohio. His brother didn't make it, but we got him, so he's good. When we got Big Girl, she was she actually had stitches from a rectal prolapse surgery that she had, so she had to wear panties for a while, put her little tail through, and so now she doesn't have to do that anymore. So we rescued both of them from serious situations, and now they're good. So, but we haven't had like a DNA test on him. See, there she is. Can you kind of
a
little bit?
She's a little chonker, ain't she?
Yeah, she's a little, but she's a bulldog. But yep, she's
a little chubby.
But that's her. So she is. She reminds me. Y'all know that scene in Madagascar. With I like 'em big, I like 'em chunky. Every time she walks, she does that same walk. I think it's Gloria. It's Gloria does it in the movie. It's like you see the butt cheek go. Every time I watch her walk, that's exactly what I think about.
I love little chonkers. Like I've got chonky boys here. I love little chonkers.
Me too. And she's nothing but love.
Breadstick puts, Keem loves stirring up the drama between people and is now pissed about drama being stirred up between people 100%. Mm-hmm. Irish Badass puts, when the boss betrays the host live on air, then the host can berate the host and the boss too. This is really about the host not afraid to criticize Keem anymore, and he's being mad. Well, to an extent, but I also think and I'm sorry that this is going off the interview thing, but for me personally, guys, there is too many cliques going on around the LCU and outside of the LCU. What Scooter's trying to do is the same thing I've been trying to do, is make a good community where people can join, where it's not just your little clique, but everybody can come in and enjoy. I think that's the problem here, because when the LCU was first started, it was everybody coming in, being a community, laughing and stuff, and now it's just like sections of people have their little clique within what's going on, and it's getting scary. It really is. We should all be able to enjoy what we enjoy and laugh about what we enjoy and talk about what we enjoy, rather than being criticized or berated for, hey, I like Angie. Well, it's like, well, no, Angie's a bad person. She's a bad actor. She's not in the LCU. Like, it should not be like that anymore.
No, but I'm telling you, that part about them not being afraid, like we were talking about earlier, like we would never have gone at Keem's neck the way they walk in the door and they directly go for his neck, and he's allowing it.
They don't have the fear of God in them. Like Keem used to
No.
have the fear of God, and now it's like he just lets him walk all over him. There's no fear. There's no nothing. So
there's that, and then honestly, I think he's alcoholically medicating himself through a lot of this, and I don't want to just slam it on that, and he's kind of let things just go, and now it is total chaos. There's no rhyme or reason to it, and it's like, honestly, it's like, where does one show end and one show begin? Because it's like a train wreck going all the way through it, and you don't know what show's going to get taken down, and you're waiting for Keem to do something. And I guess this is the thing he's doing. And honestly, he's probably trying to figure out what to do. But when you're walking the door and you are allowed just to go straight at Keemstar's neck and he doesn't do shit, that's a problem.
that's scary. That really is. Well, I don't know if you've watched this show before, Angie, but I've suggested several times that he needs to either go back to the base 3 to try to reset the cycle that's going on, or he just needs to focus on one network again and make it great. Versus, and I know all of these hosts will lose their jobs or their streaming or whatever, and I understand that. But for right now, it's not.
The other day.
Oh, did you? Oh, okay, I guess we have the same mindset. Yeah, because he should either focus on like the big 3 or like a big set of 5 or 6. They base circuit, make it great again, and then integrate these people back in. A lot of these people that he's bringing in are either like no names or they're just from the Discord, and we don't get time to understand these people. Like, remember Rewind, how like they would bring us up and we would get to know these people and eventually they would get shows? They really don't do that anymore. It's weird to me, but at the same time, I honestly think, yeah, exactly. The breadstick, the doxing, the racism, all that stuff has to go, man. Like all of that stuff. It's not fun anymore.
I know, it's like you're monetizing racism at that. It's like it blows my mind, and not just and
there used to be permabans for that.
And yeah, and the fact that it's not even it. Some people don't even get squeamish over it anymore. It's like
they're not scared of the punishment. There used to be serious consequences for this.
It's just weird to me. There's just certain things that should be an absolute no-no. And none of those hosts, I don't care what level you're on, should be allowed to cross the no-no zone. And racism is a no-no zone. Okay?
Yes,
if you want to be a racist fucktard, then stay away. Stay in your own lane. Go do whatever it is you do over there, boo.
Thank you.
But it's allowed. And if one person gets away with just a little bit of it, the next person's going to push it a little bit further and a little bit further. And before you know it, they got a whole Klan rally going on. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's disgusting. So, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm mixed. My brothers are mixed and everything. And we've all seen stuff going on, man. The attacks that are going on, the racism that's going on, and it has to stop. I mean, there's a little flirting is okay, but full on goonerism, like Copper pulling out his joint the other night or putting his butt up against the door, like that has to stop. You know what I mean? This is not okay.
Yeah.
Like if that happened here, I'd be like, you're gone, you're cut. I don't care how much you're bringing in. This is not what we're about.
And he sent Murph the picture of his
ding dong, yeah.
And now I'm not going to sit here and say that that I don't know if any of that was scripted or not, because when she put it out, it was covered up. It had a little box over it. So, but either way, I still saw pubic hair. Okay,
yes.
But all of that could have been scripted. I don't know, but either way, even if it was too far.
It was too much. Too far. Yes.
I don't need to see anybody's pubic region at all. Even if it is scripted, I don't need to see it.
That shouldn't even be in the script. Like I keep saying, guys, this would have never been allowed back in Angie's time, or like back in the beginning when I was there, when it was the original 3 Wings, Boogie, and Tommy. This was never allowed. And Keem would come up and he would be like, embarrass you or ban you on the spot. nowadays it's just he's off the track, and it's same with I don't know what's going on with him. Like I don't know if this is midlife crisis. I don't know if he's just done with the LCU entirely. Like something's going on with him, man.
Well, I think some of it is that they have done so much, so many stunts, so many, and I'm not even talking about the bad stuff, okay? But I think that they have done so much that everybody over there is creatively bankrupt. And I think it's okay now that you've done peel back the curtain. This is all the bag of tricks that we have to show, where are we at now? What can we do to bring it back after we've thrown it all out there at you? What can we do now? And here's the other thing. If you have ideas, at least from my standpoint, if you have ideas and you try to tell them to Keem, it doesn't go over very well. So you could have a jam up you could have the perfect solution to fix all of this.
That happened with you and Chubby. You guys had ideas and he rejected them. I remember that.
And I got yelled at one time, like totally like up down one side and up the other, just for offering. And my idea was, why not rotate, it was a time slot thing. Why not rotate people in that time slot? It was the 8 o'clock slot. There was something going on with it. And I was like, well, why not rotate different shows in there? And then eventually I think he did. But I got yelled at. But if you try to go to him with an idea, he's not going to accept it. It's like, now, will he end up doing it? Maybe later on when it looks like that he thought about it. You know what I mean?
100%.
But you could have the perfect solution to fix it all, but he's not going to listen to you. And that's just who he is. So,
Gidgy girl, join the Discord and get up here. I know this is about Angie, but I know she'd like to interact with you too. I mean, I sent you a Discord invite. Gidgy, get up here and talk with us if you're free. But the direction that they're going, Angie, I think you're right on the money with it. It's very scary what they're doing. It's territory that I would never go into. And even when you knew Keem back then, he would never go into it.
Mm-mm.
So I don't know. Like you said, I don't know if it's for the script. But it's gonna have a lot of people turn their head and be like, whoa, like this is not where I want to be. This is not who I am.
Yeah, and it's crazy because, and I come from a standpoint where I don't want the LCU to go. I have always said, I don't hate the LCU. Would I go back? No, not right now. I wouldn't, not the way it is. Absolutely not. But do I want it to crumble and fall and fail? No, I don't. And I have said that from day one. It's just, but I don't know how you fix it either. I mean, yes, we've all got ideas. I think that it needs to go back to having a single rotation and just fix, your 12 shows. And then I know that it's going to put some hosts out, leave them as interns, but that's not saying don't pick a host from here and put them over here because this host is better than one you've got on the main circuit. So pull that one off and put this one on, get your best host lined up, get a main circuit going. And then also if people got to take a day off, you've got these interns that can do these fill-ins. And then if you want weekend shows to go, if your big shows need a break, let them go on the weekend and let them learn more.
Well, they need
that's
practice,
what the intern role was for anyway.
Angie, they need practice. A lot of these people are on their phone. They don't have a setup. And I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry to go off the rails of like the actual interview, but I really did want to talk to her about this too. They're on their phone. They don't have a setup or anything like that. And back in the day, you actually had to have a setup, or you remember when what was it called? Nightmare's old show with Grimm. Do you remember that time?
Test?
Yeah, Test. Do you remember that time Keem was like, "Hey, if you guys don't make $5,000 in this month, we're cutting your show." Now it's like these shows are not performing. They're making maybe $100 a week, and Keem still has them up there. Like, I severely agree
It-
with you that they need to have a stacked roll of their best people and then integrate these people slowly and have them learn the trade rather than just putting them up on camera. They're boring as hell. They're not bringing in money. And they're doing these crazy skits. Like, it's crazy that you have the same idea as me that they should actually make what we did enjoy their base and good hosts and then integrate these people slowly. It's wild.
yeah. And use the intern role for what it was intended for. Let them get up there. Let them learn OBS, or let them get setups. Let them learn OBS. Let them play around, with your other channels. Even Chubby's not monetized yet. Let them play. Just let interns learn,
Yes.
and not just, okay, you're an intern, now you're a host. A lot of these people, that's the first time. Is this the camera? This is supposed to be a Keemstar network, and you've got hosts saying, "Is this my camera?" Like, really?
Well,
You have to be comfortable, and
they don't know OBS, like you said. They're not comfortable up there. They're using like this off-branded stuff. Like, it's wild to me, Angie. Like, I keep saying it, but guys, this stuff would not have happened when we used to watch the LCU.
Mm-mm.
This would be like Keem would yell at you on the back end, like, get a fucking mic and a camera type shit, and then you can come on. I don't know. The direction that he's gone, like I said, to me is very, very scary. Irish guys, we're gonna read some chat, and then obviously I'm gonna get back into this. Irish said Keem won't allow anyone to create. He made shows fight each other, acted like hero, made them stop, wash, rinse, and repeat. Can someone be Keemstar's beer buddy? So he stops playing God. Breadstick said, I won't go back until I see change, man. By no means think Keem is evil or anything, that he's just making a lot of decisions right now that I personally don't associate with. Exactly, Breadstick. That is very right on the money with that.
And that is kind of exactly what I said, is like, I would not go back right now because of the way it is. No. And, but by no means do I think he's evil. Like I said, I like Keemstar. I don't, but there has to be some changes over there. Seriously. It just can't continue like that, or it's going to implode on itself. And somebody's going to end up in jail, or worse, actually hurt, by trying to, let's outdo the last performance. Well, there's only so much you can do that's left, right?
Yeah.
Like, so, and then you do have Yo Mama. Oh, I was telling that story a while ago and something happened. Yo Mama and I have had our differences, like our back and forths, but I found them funny, and I enjoy watching Pitt. Now, I will watch Pitt, but what's bothering me with that is that, it's becoming less characterish, and we like Yo Mama playing these different little characters and stuff, and it seems like it's always hard on a host. Let's just go hard in on a host, and it stays that way for like the whole show. And so I don't know.
Now, him having Boogie's car towed was pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie.
That was now that you know what I'm saying? That was something that was thought up out of the, like, thinking out of the box, and it was really good. And I did laugh at that. So yeah, every once in a while something will land. You know what I mean? But it's just, oh my God, that is so funny. And he was running down the road throwing stuff at. She said, "What are you throwing? You ain't hitting them."
Oh my gosh. Pirate said, Angie, what are your thoughts on Keem keeping Fupa? Now, look, you can be honest on this show. Yes, you can.
Fupa's a double-edged sword. I do think that because Fupa, I feel like she finally crossed. She's not afraid to get down, and do the arguing or the drama. She's not afraid to do that. My only thing with Fupa is that sometimes I think she takes it too far, and she doesn't know where, like, the drama ends and humanity begins. There's some things you just can't do.
Yes.
And he doesn't stop it. So she just can do whatever she wants to do. And I think at some point you've got to know your limits. But do I think she has something. You know what I mean? I don't think I would get rid of her.
She's got talent, but I think
she does have talent, but that she has doxed.
Yeah.
And doxing to me is a no-no. You do not do that.
Yeah. Nope.
And but it was done to her. Now I had to go in Queens. I got up out of because I still have a wrench in Queens. I still have a wrench in a lot of those shows, actually. And I had to kick somebody out because nobody was grabbing that person out of Queens that kept dropping the address. I was watching it in bed and I was like, oh my God. So I got up, got in and kicked them out because no mod was either up at that time or something. But I was doing that because they were doxing Fupa. And,
yeah.
But you can't just start doxing back. You can't be that person just because it was done to you. You can't.
We've disavowed that here. Anything doxing, anything IRL, like that should be not allowed. That is not good.
It's a no-no.
Yeah, it is literally a no-no, guys. I'm me personally, I wouldn't, there's no reason or rhyme for it. Man, all these stuff is hard to follow, guys. Okay, these are serious. It's hard for me to follow. Okay, how am I supposed to top that?
And I agree. Fiber Fupa is not host material. She's a toxic liability, and she takes pride in going IRL. Now, see, I agree with that. It's just I feel like she would be a good reaction host. I do feel like that she could offer something like that. But she was even on her own, she was so new. And she came from that girl world and Shani and Rev shit, where everything goes. You know what I mean? And she brought that with her and nobody really put the reins on her to pull that back. And now what? I do think that she might be able to be a good reaction host or commentary host where she could do like a rewind or something. But has she gone too far already? Honestly, yeah.
100%.
So it's hard for me to say with her because I do think she has something, but she's gone entirely too far. And how do you pull back after you've allowed it to go on for so long?
I think for me, and I've said it before, I think a lot of these people just need a reset button, and they need because it's hard, you're coming from a community where everything's allowed, everything's full blast, then you're going to an actual community where like they're trying to be safe, they're trying to be this, but it's just they're not giving you any kind of punishment, they're not pulling you aside, and you keep just doing it. It's just it's I don't know. For me, it's chaos. For me, if somebody did that, I'd be like, you're gone. You need to figure out what this is and how things work here versus, you were in girl world and everything was going on over there.
And Keem, he honestly does not like getting rid of anybody. He doesn't like firing any as magical as he makes it look. Sometimes he doesn't like it. And he is the king of second chances. He wants to bring you back. He really doesn't want to lose anybody that he brings in. Moose, can you take that back in? But
he's looking at you too. Like, what did you just say?
You crazy dog. But that's the way he is, and he's not gonna just change. That's him. So how does he take that and then now, put the hammer down and say, okay, you're gone, and mean it, and then pull the reins in on some of these people that he needs to pull the reins in on? I just don't know how he's gonna do it.
100%.
But if he's not, I feel like he's trying to take it seriously now, but is it too late? I don't know. Is he going to make the changes that need to be made? Some of them need to be gone. Some of them needed to be gone yesterday.
Yes.
And you cannot put your heart in business. This is a million business. The LCU has made over $1 million. Okay.
Which is crazy to say. Like,
yeah, it's made well over $1 million.
yes.
And we may be talking multi in just the time that it's been there. And it is a business. And these are not your friends, Keem. You know, you're the one that should be saying this, though. We should not be saying this to you. You need to learn how to run your business with your brain and not your heart. And it's crazy. Keem has a huge heart. He really does. I know it sometimes you can't see it, but when he gives those second chances and he doesn't like to fire people and he brings people back and he tries to find a reason for you not to be fired. Like, well, he's looking for these reasons not to let people go, but he can't just let it.
He can't let him go full throttle.
It's a business.
Yeah. Exactly.
You created the business, dude. Now run it. And Phantom said, well, why don't you give the keys over to somebody else earlier? And he went on this rant and then he shut the whole damn stream down.
Well, so guys,
Alpha, that's what happened. But.
Guys, we are going to get back into the question. Don't worry. The thing is, though, is he's tried to have it put in somebody else's hands. Like he tried with Lynx first, then he tried with Rastoff, then he tried with Scooter. He did try that before with, trying to pass this on to somebody else. But it just, unfortunately, it didn't work. I mean, this is
He doesn't let it go, though.
Yeah, he doesn't let it go. And two, this is a big thing to take over. This is not just something like small or little. This is not only millions of dollars at stake, but these are thousands of fans that you actually have. And then there's multiple, 20, 30 hosts over there that you have to manage every single day. And I imagine with the way some of those people are, it's somebody's crying every single day. Fires are there every single day that you have to put out. So
definitely, I wouldn't want it. No. I mean, could I be like a person that I could probably be like people could come to me with their problems. I could be that person, but to be like trying to manage all of that, hell no. I would be great at conflict resolution. That's me. I do that anyway. So, but as far as trying to run it, I think Keem is the only one that really can run it, but he's got to get a hold of it.
He's got to lock in and just do what's best for the universe rather than what's best for these people. And he
can't do it while he's drinky.
No. Guys, we're going to turn a right turn right now, and I want to ask you this right here. What are some behind-the-scenes struggles of streaming that viewers rarely get to see? Not only just from you, but, streamers that you've also met.
Honestly, it's the things that you can't control. When people set a stream up, it's like, okay, even me, I get to see my show or whatever. And then, there's a technical difficulty or, this show was supposed to go on. Well, they can't go on. They got IRL stuff happening. It's the stuff it's the uncontrollable stuff that happens that people like, especially like if you're not in a Discord or something, like we may explain it to people in a Discord what's going on, but if you're not in the Discord, you try to put it in a community post or something, but it's the unforeseeable stuff. And you hope that people understand and all of that. But like, it's just the unforeseeable stuff. I guess that would be my biggest thing that I wish people could kind of get a curtain and be able to say, oh, okay, well, that's what's happening. I understand that, she's not giving up on streaming. She's,
A lot of people are not understanding when it comes to this. Smooch said, I came in at a time when my personal life was going through changes, and so was the LCU. I look back on those times with a lot of mixed emotions, mostly great memories. Breadstick also said it is also more time consuming than people would think.
Oh my God.
I would imagine.
Nail on the head.
Yeah, I would imagine, yes. Especially with the LCU and what they're doing over there. There's probably more time spent behind the scenes than anything.
It's like you get a 2-hour show. And then you see, but you don't see everything that goes into it. That's why, people say, well, you have a docket team. Well, not all shows honestly have this huge docket team that people think about. And, we're constantly, you're having to watch the other shows because that's what people want to see. They want to see people react to it and they say, oh, we have another rewind. We have another rewind. Well, honestly, when you're rewinding, that's when your numbers go up.
Yes.
When you start talking about the other shit, your numbers go down. So explain that. It's like another rewind. Well, maybe it's because they want us to, pick out the clips that we want to show and then give our opinion on it because our opinion is going to be different. But yeah, another rewind, if that's what you want to call it, because if we're showing that, the numbers go up. When we're not showing that, the numbers go back down. So either you want the other rewind or you want the random content that we're going to bring you, but a lot of time is spent in going to pick stuff up, like, props or ordering stuff, waiting for stuff to come in. The money that we put into it out of pocket is insane.
That right there. Yes. That right there.
I spent thousands out of pocket. Just saying. Now, I wrote a lot of it off, but it's still thousands. So, I didn't owe this huge tax bill, but you don't see the money that goes out of pocket. Even if it's run to the grocery store and grab some cakes or grab some cupcakes, it all adds up. And honestly, I think I went in the hole as opposed to what I made from Chubby.
I think it doesn't relate, but it kind of relates to how teachers are. You see, teachers will spend a lot of money out of pocket to bring certain stuff to the table, and people don't realize that behind the scenes, they, the cakes, the jokes, the laughs, the locations that you guys go to, they just think it'll be all being reimbursed. But at the end of the day, some stuff isn't reimbursed, and you're literally genuinely doing what you're doing for the fans and the love of the game. And I think a lot of viewers don't understand that.
Reimbursed?
Yeah. Yeah, there is no reimbursement. Exactly.
No.
Right there.
Mm-mm.
Right there. Exactly.
Now I know Mike. Queens is a different beast though. I know that Mike has paid for things for them. Even when he was running Chubby though, he didn't buy any of our stuff. We got our own stuff. We ordered all those Big Macs. I mean, we paid for everything. So there was no reimbursement. Yes, the only thing I think that was bought was AMAC got the Roadcaster. And I'm trying to think. But yeah, people don't see the amount of
time and money spent put in.
Time and money, yeah. And honestly, again, I think I went in the hole on Chubby, and then I didn't get paid for that last month, but I'm glad that AMAC finally did. She finally got paid. And I was big I was trying to keep on that because there was no reason she shouldn't have gotten paid. And I'm sorry that it had to come out of his pocket, but still, it is a business and she did nothing wrong.
Correct. I mean, if you're putting your time
I didn't know
and
I was doing
in.
anything wrong, but
well, that's a different story on that one. But Irish Badass said, I told Angie that Keem's been collecting shit around his house to pawn at the internet pawn shop to get an internet clout loan because nobody takes his calls. That's funny. Smooch said, and some of the audience unfortunately demanded a lot of time from us. Some hosts had the time making those connections with the members, so they expect that time from all of us. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Pirate Angie never got paid for that. But yeah, that is, Smooch, that is right on the money too, is they expect you to go in and make these connections with members and other hosts and get dragged up on shows. I mean, it's behind the scenes, and I'm grateful to learn about a lot of this stuff that goes on, but to me, it's wild that you guys have to spend not only this amount of money, but this amount of time just for you're only expected to do your 2-hour mark. But behind the scenes, it's way more than that. And I think, and that's why I like, getting these answers on the show, because it helps people understand what you guys go through as content creators, bringing all of this to the table rather than what they just see on the camera. Yeah, exactly.
You have to keep. What?
Smoot said, and when we couldn't provide, they would turn on us in secret servers. Those hosts who were in there 24/7 would collude with them to not fuck with us, and not a lot of people talk about that. That is exactly right. That's exactly what people do, Smooch. Is if you don't bring something to their table or they have one perception on you, they will turn tail. You're no longer their favorite, and it's really sad. But that's that's the true side of people. You don't bring something to the table. All right, I hate Angie, or I hate Insomnia, or I hate Gidgey. You know what I mean? It's Gidgey's not my favorite. She scammed. It's
And look at how many times Keem said he didn't like Chubby.
yes.
And he never seemed to understand the impact that his words had on people actually coming over to watch Chubby. Now, I will say that after Fat Camp, we had our viewership went up. And I'm so glad about that too. And we were getting it. I get emotional about Chubby. And then all of the videos, whites, like, it's like I never existed. You know what I mean? And that's what it feels like. But that is so true. If somebody didn't like you, you were kind of shunned. Hey, come over and sit at the cool kids table. One person says something from the cool kids table and you're sitting over there on the table by yourself. And that's the way it rolled.
It's a horrible
you
feeling,
had,
though.
and then you had people turn on you. They were going at you on stream, in the Discord. It was it's very much like a Mean Girls type mentality, and I'm including the guys in with it too. But it was the mentality of Mean Girls, but with the guys as well.
What's one thing about streaming that you would change?
Like streaming in general?
Anything with it. The parasocialness or streaming in general, how it's run, anything. What's one thing that you wish you could change with it?
I wish there was a guidebook.
Irish Badass, my name is Insomnia. I am the host and founder of Drama Llama Live. Yes, that is one of the main things, is I do wish also there is a guidebook, how to do this, when to do this. Like, there is no setup guide of where, or like when bad things happen, like what should we do? Like, there's no like, you're a captain of the ship and you're just trying to steer it the best you can. Like,
yeah. And there's very few people that will help you, because a lot of people feel if they help you that it's one of those things. Okay, well, if I show you everything, you're going to get better than me, and then I'm no longer going to be relevant. It's like, so people don't want to help you do things because they want to hold all the cards and tricks and everything for themselves. And that's not just the LCU. That's people that you meet just out there anywhere. A lot of them say, oh, well, let me know if you know, and then they always find a reason not to, or so, if you have a question. It's like, I feel like that if people help each other more, you might get actual good quality shows. And I'm talking about everybody. I'm not just talking about the LCU. So yeah, I feel like, but then some people, they just want to be on an island by themselves, and that's cool too. I don't know. I do wish there was a guidebook. I wish I could figure out this freaking mixer thing. There's a lot of things I wish I could do. I wish I could actually make money at this, and I could quit my job and I could focus solely on this, and then I could take the time to learn this damn mixer myself. So anyway,
look,
that was my
I
rant for
understand.
Today.
If YouTube stops fucking you around, I guarantee you'll make plenty of money on doing this, getting your monetization. A lot of people have shown out for you, and you do have a great following, which is amazing.
Oh, yeah.
You have so many people behind you, which is amazing. So I think once YouTube stops like fucking you around, I honestly think that you will be. I mean, a lot of us, I think, is like, we wish we could quit our day job, do this, and not have to work ever again.
I know, and honestly, it's not it.
Fuck off, breadstick.
That kind of sounded horrible. Like I'm in it for the money. That is not what I meant by it. But I would love to stream full time. Like, I would love to be able to put more effort into my show and give a good quality show, which takes more time than I can actually give it because I work. That's what I mean by it. And then I don't mind helping somebody else any new person that's trying to learn how to do something, because I know what a struggle it was for me to learn every little thing that I've learned along the way. So that's what I meant. Not, oh, I want all the money, please. I need my monetization because I've got to make the money so I can quit my job and live good off of YouTube money. That's not what and I said, that's exactly what it sounded like, Angie, but that is not what I meant.
All
What
right,
I
clip
meant
it.
was,
Clip it. She said it. No.
I would clip it. Pirates done clipped it. But no, what I meant is so I could actually put the time in to give a good quality show every morning. And I don't feel like that I'm giving that right now. Some mornings I come away like, yes, that was a good show, Angie, And then some mornings I walk away and I'm like, that you just got through that. You gave them absolutely nothing. It's a wonder they even stayed. You probably put half of them to fucking sleep, Angie. I'll walk away and I'll either feel good or I'll feel bad. And I don't want to feel that way. I want a good show.
Irish, that's fucked up.
No, she's serious.
Work on that wig sponsor.
She's serious though. We've actually talked about that because I do wear wigs. And that was a serious comment. Because that was the thing. Pitt. Your mama went off about my wigs, and then he's like, well, I got more wigs than you, girl. And, he was pulling out all his wigs, and we was like, we need a wig off. But we weren't allowed to have a wig off because I can't come up on a stream over there. Which, by the rules of YouTube, technically I could have come up there and did a wig off. I'm not making money, and I'm not up there over 50% of the show. So I could have come up there and did the damn wig off.
I think we all like to see that.
And I know everybody was for it. I was willing to do it, but whatever. I think it would be a good, funny show. But no, I if y'all don't know me, I messed my hair up. I had emotional breakdown, and I bleached my hair, and I destroyed my hair, and also I'm having hormonal changes, which is also destroying my hair. So I have fucked my hair up. I had long, beautiful hair before I did this. This was about probably a little bit longer than this, but yeah. So she was being serious. She actually sent me companies for sponsorships, but I can't do anything until I get monetized, right? Like I can't.
Post it on the Discord. If Yo Mama would join the Discord, I would do Yo Mama and Angie's wig off. If he was down for that, I totally would do it here. Y'all know me. I don't give a fuck. I would do it here. Fuck them. Like that'd be funny. Like, could you tell me something about Angie that has never been known? So us as the DLN, the Drama Llama Network, can stand out? Like something none of us know. And I know a lot of it has been put out there, so it might be off the question. So. Nicole also said, Angie, please tell me where you get a good wig. I'd love to have one, but not ending up like I got it at Party City.
Honestly, hold on, I'll answer that in just a second. Angie, ain't no way you are having hormonal changes. I'm in my early 30s, and you are definitely younger than me. Oh my God. Did I say you were my favorite? I want to change my answer. Breadstick is my favorite. Thank you, darling. I appreciate that. Make an old lady feel good. Honestly, Nicole, I just get them from Amazon, and I got a few from Temu that actually look fantastic. The colored ones look a lot like with the different colors. You can kind of tell on those. But some of them, if you spend time with them, some of them come with the lace and everything, and you just, But see, I only wear them on stream. I don't wear them in my real life. I just put a bun up usually, or tie a little bandana or something. Try to make it cute now, but I don't know. That's just. But they do have good quality wigs that you can get at places. I do have, thanks to Irish, I do have some good places. But I found some good ones at Temu. And honestly,
Never would have thought.
I found some bad ones at Temu too. Now, don't get me wrong, but I found a couple good ones. Yeah. So, you said something.
Yes. What is something that you could tell
Yeah.
us that has never been known about Angie?
Mm,
I try to ask this all the time so we can be like, yeah, look, we know that now.
something that nobody here knows. Okay. I had an addiction to pain
Funko
pills.
Pops.
I had an addiction to pain pills.
Okay, look, I thought it would have been something like you had, that's okay. This is getting into it, guys. See, Angie's bringing the good stuff. Okay. I'm sorry that happened. What was it? Hydrocodone or oxys? What'd you have?
It was oxys. It was years ago, and I'm gonna tell you the crazy thing about it, though. The crazy thing about it is that I went to rehab. I did all the things, and I have a very messed up back, and they put me back on them, and so I am currently on them. They are monitored very heavily, though. I take. Well, I ain't got to get into all that, but they are monitored.
Yes, I
the
wouldn't
crazy
want you to
thing
put
is-
something out you don't want out there, please.
Yeah, no, but the reason I put it out anyway is because there's something that I wanted to get into. You'll quit on my channel, and I figured that I needed to do that. So, there's that.
Well, I'm right there with you. When I first started Drama Llama, I had a broken back. I've said it a few times. I had actually like 5 of my discs popped out and it messed up my spine. So I always had the camera up, so it was like just my face because I had that brace that they fucking put on you. Yeah, and they were severely giving me hydrocodone, and I had to. Thankfully, like my dad noticed that. He was like, "Look, you got to slow down," because he'd call me sometimes, and I was like super low, super slow, and he noticed it too. He was like, "You gotta slow down." So
Well, and you're lucky that you know somebody paid that much attention to notice that there's a problem. Mine
Yes,
got a little deeper.
Pirate. Yes, I appreciate her even saying this because I know this is very personal, and like I put in the chat, like I feel horrible asking this now. I thought
No, you're good.
I thought it was gonna be like I like Rocky Road, like, like
No, you're good. And I wouldn't have put it out there. It's honestly something that I wanted to share for a while, but there's nothing else that helps my back. You know what I mean? So everything is heavily monitored now. And honestly, I get 4 tens a day. Okay. And to be fair, do y'all know that I finished up fat camp? Let's see.
Breadstick says he likes to get high, bro. I think you're just on weed, Breadstick. Nothing wrong with that.
I left over half of my medicine at home when I left for Texas. I walked out without one of the bottles that was given to me to take to Texas to fat camp, and I went through half of fat camp with nothing.
Well, see, I think people don't understand the reality when it comes to back pain, because it really is hard to function, guys. To walk, to be normal, to do anything. I didn't notice it until it happened to me. Okay, it really is hard. Like just even get out of bed, it's hard. Plus they're giving me 4 gabapentin 1,000 milligrams, cyclobenzaprine or something like that. I'm taking 40 milligrams of that. Plus I'm taking 4 of the 10s a day as well. So like they got me all fucked up. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I mean, it really, and plus, like, you know, you don't want to, not only is it the addiction part, but it's also the pain. Like, as soon as you're down, it's like, all right, let me take another one. Like, you know, there are days where it's like, holy hell, you don't realize it. You know what I mean? And then you wake up the next morning, you're in pain. So you want to do it all over again. You know, I feel you on that one, Angie. And I honestly, I feel bad. I feel for you, girl.
No, you're
Because
good.
Fat Camp is only like a week, right? And then you're over here.
It was
and
2 weeks.
yeah, and it's kind of like a secret struggle, you know what I mean? Because people they see you like that, they just think you're normal, and it's kind of like a secret internal struggle that
Yep,
people
and
really go through.
it was trying to mask it and hide it, and and honestly, I'm kind of glad that it's out, because it was a thing, and then now it's not so much. Now, my husband monitors it. All
I'm
of my
glad
medicine is in a safe that I don't know the combination to.
I hate to cut you off too, but I'm glad you have somebody there for support who's actually willing to stand behind you and not judge you for that, because it really is hard when you get it out there. People judge a lot.
Oh yeah.
Like, I put out, only certain people in the Discord know about my story. When it came to when I lived in Vegas, when I first lived out there, and since you shared, I'll let you guys know, guys. When I was out there and I first joined the LCU community, I had gone to Vegas to get lost. I was with a girl for about 9 years, and she was about 5 months pregnant, and we lost it.
I'm so sorry.
And I went out there to get lost, guys. So I was like I was doing blow, I was getting high every day, I was smoking weed, I was drinking. Like, if you go back and watch my older videos, guys, I'm like blah 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 blah. Nobody normal is talking that fast, guys. Like, you can see I'm hopped up. Okay, like I was down to like 168 pounds or something like that, guys. Like, yeah, I'm 6'3", and I was, there's no way other than that happening to get down that bad. So when I hear this with you, I'm just glad that you have some support there to actually help you and monitor you, rather than it get really bad, because it can get really bad, because you'll go from the 10s taking 4 a day to taking 8 a day. I've seen it before. It's not good.
Yeah, I've seen it before. I've done it before. We're talking 30s. But
the blue ones are my favorite. That's why,
oh yeah,
like, the blue ones are my favorite. Yeah, like, look, guys, I'm not gonna say, but the blue ones, them joints are good. Okay, like,
trigger warning.
Yeah.
Trigger warning, everybody.
Those
but
fuckers,
yeah, but
man.
I also. But when I think about them, I have to also think about, how I almost ruined my life. I can't just think about that. Oh, that would be so good. I have to think about everything that comes with it. And no, I'm not willing to gamble. I'm not willing to risk it for what all comes with it. I am fine. I am happy with my life the way it is. The only thing I would change was I would like to be able to stream as a full-time as opposed to my work. But as far as everything else, I am fine with my life. I do not want to see it here anymore. So you have to play the tape through. You have to play it all through. If you do this one action, what else is going to happen afterwards? And I'm not willing to risk it.
Well,
I'm not.
My thing that I always say is you got to walk through hell to get to heaven. You have to actually experience the bullshit before you can actually come to the understanding of it. So, I mean, my thing is I'm super appreciative of what you have here, but I'm also super appreciative that, you have people there surrounding you that actually care for you, and you have a good community, because it seems, Breeze, or I'm sorry if I forgot your name, there to support you and kick you in the ass when you need it. Like, put that foot up, like, what are you fucking doing? So
Bees will do it. She will put that foot in my ass.
I'm like, we all, if you guys don't have that person, man, I'm sorry, but it's also good to have that person. So I'm super appreciative that you have one. I mean, see, these are questions. How the fuck do I follow this? Like, these are super emotional. How the fuck, like,
you didn't know what you was getting with me, did you?
Look, I'm grateful that I got it. Okay, I'm great. Like, this has been great, but it's like, how the fuck do I follow this? My question here is: burnout is highly prevalent when it comes to content creation. What systems or boundaries have you put in place to protect your mental health and your mental peace?
I back off. Like, if I feel like that my mentals are being messed with, I will back away. And I think my community and my people that actually, rock with me on a daily basis, they know that about me. If I pull back, that means that, Beezer knows what's happening with me. Usually Chubby Scorpion knows what's happening with me. And that just means that I have to walk away for a minute and get my head clear, and then I come back. That's the way I handle it. Luckily, and then I have people that, listening to you every morning actually helps me. It gets me through my morning, and I never thought that I would hear that from people. And then I had a family member that said that to me, and it absolutely made me feel good.
Pirate, you're in waiting. What's going on?
Oh shit! I didn't think I was gonna get brought up.
Well,
I don't know if the topic. Yeah, I don't know if the topic was, if you guys had changed the whole topic about the consumption of the pain.
Well, we can bring it
killer.
back full circle. I mean, you have host role.
Yeah. The thing that I wanted to say is I kind of grew up, and Angie, probably you grew up when it was the whole like these doctors were handing out Percocets and Vicodin like they were candy.
Mm-hmm. They were.
If you had a scrape on your knee, they were giving you Vicodin.
Yeah, it wasn't until the Miami incident that it slowed down. But before then, it was you could go in and say your head hurt, and they would just write off, Oxy 30s, and then you were out there at the pharmacy just getting this stuff.
Yeah, so the thing with me was early, I think I was like 14 or 15. I had my first surgery, and they were giving me Vicodin, and the first time I took Vicodin, I thought I went to heaven. I thought I was like, Vicodin for me was always that I felt like at equilibrium with myself.
I know.
Me and my friends used to call them my chill pills, the chill pills.
I understand, Pirate.
Can you imagine at 15, like you're just a doctor's just like, yeah, hey, I'm just gonna give this 15-year-old a narcotic, very heavy narcotic, very addictive medication.
But here's
it was
the
like
other
5 refills, on the bottle.
Well, that's when you could get refills on Vicodin. I don't think you can now, but used to, because I was a pharmacy tech for in my younger years, and you used to could get refills on Vicodin, but you can't do that because I think it's a C2 now. It used to not be, but yeah. I had a doctor that is actually in prison right now because of this thing, and he was a renowned doctor. Okay, he was on documentaries, and he was a mental doctor, but he thought that he wanted to work with the brain to figure out the pain receptors, and you would get an MRI of your brain and where your injury was and all of this stuff. And I think he was really trying, but the problem is that he saw the money that was coming in from all of these people, and it flipped him. And he actually had a patient pass away in his floor. They would drive from states to come to his. And he's actually in prison right now. Because of it. He lost his $1 million home. And we're talking, he was prescribing, up to 830s a day with 6 10s for breakthrough. Yeah. So he is he's in prison, but I remember they were pushing this stuff. They were pushing, the
and
2000s.
We're talking 90s and 2000s.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nicole,
And
they don't do that no more because the one in Miami that they caught, this guy had written. They made a documentary about him. This guy in
yeah.
Miami, he wrote over like 1,000 prescriptions in a year or something like that, all
And
painkillers, and that's what sparked the thing to crack down
that's
on all this.
and I think they took my doctor down because he was used as a I guess what do you call it? I'm using you for a statement.
Referral?
No,
A
no, like
witness or
no, I'm going to use
example.
you example. I think he was also used as an example, but a patient did pass away in his floor because she didn't have what she needed, but see, I think she was also on benzos, and you can't just not have I mean, you could die from withdrawals of benzos. I was never on benzos, so I don't like them.
Yeah, they
But
didn't care whether you got addicted or not. And the bad part about all this, guys, is you be too young to remember. They would dope you all up, get you addicted, and they would immediately cut you off. There would be no substitute. It's like it starts with an M or something like that. They would give you like a substitute.
what, methadone?
Not methadone.
Methadone. Oh,
I had it, but I forget what it is. I'll remember it here in a second. Cloxapine or something like that. They would give you like a substitute to slowly slow down from the addiction.
Yeah,
Meloxicam, something like that,
Malo-
or
I think
Meloxicab, something like that. They would
that
give you,
sounds right.
yeah,
Meloxicam.
they would give you that to slow you down nowadays. But before, when this all was very high, they were giving you 30s. They would instantly cut you off, and you would go through withdrawals, and some people died from it. Yeah,
And that's why
Suboxone was
so
for
many
like
people turn to the H.
Meloxicam. That's what it is. Yep,
Yeah,
Meloxicam.
it's yeah.
the one
But it's
thing I'm glad
Suboxone.
is when I was like, I think, so it was like 14, 15. I mean, they had me because I had multiple surgeries when I was younger, like appendix and things like that. Um,
Thank you,
and
Dev. Thank you.
the one thing I was grateful for myself is I noticed that I was getting hooked on these pills, and I'm like, oh, I don't feel that. I'm starting to feel sick if I don't take this fucking pill. Um, and for some reason, I don't know if it's because I'm stubborn or some shit. I was just like, I'm not taking these anymore. And I had like 5 days where I couldn't even get out of the bed. I was sweating. I was like, what the fuck is happening to me? And this is a young buck, you know, like I don't know what any of this means.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And some people don't realize what's happening to them, and your body's going through withdrawal because it's already become dependent. And I'm not going to
Yeah,
even say
yeah.
that, you know, at that age. I think there's a difference between addicted and dependent.
Yes.
Okay. And I
Yeah,
know some
yeah.
people probably would be like, nah, that's the same. I don't think it's the same. I think addicted behavior, you're going out, you're searching, you're finding, and I think dependent, you know, you have to take it or your body's going to go through a withdrawal.
Well,
You
that's
know
what
what I
I
mean?
noticed going into adulthood, right? Is
I think it's the difference
I began to
between
kind of
want and need. Because when you're addicted
Yeah.
to it, you want it. You'll do anything. Dependent is you need this or you're going to suffer.
Yeah. That
Sorry, Pirate. Go ahead.
I think you put that beautifully. Thank you.
for
Go
me
ahead,
it's
Pirate.
that balance where it's like because I think the last time I was prescribed Vicodin, this was last year when I was in the LCU. I had gotten a procedure because I got like something happening in my mouth and I had to get a procedure done in the hospital, and they gave me Vicodin. They sent me home,
You had
and
mono. You
I
had mono.
had that like I had that in my head like because they only gave you before they would give me the full prescription with like 3 refills. Now it was like they give you 15 pills, no refill, and in my head
Yeah,
I'm
you
like,
can't refill them.
yeah, I'm like,
they'll give you like 15 or 12 or 15 now, and you can't refill
a
Vicodin
taste.
anymore.
They give you a
'cause-
taste.
That's
you
what
know?
happened in
They
my
give you, like, a little
motorcycle
taste.
accident. They gave me some Dilaudid and it said no refill. So it's like they get you all hopped up and then where do you go from there?
You can't refill them. It's a C2. It's just like the oxys, or it's just like Ritalin. It's a class 2 prescription, and if you have a class 2 prescription, you can't get a refill. Now they can call another one in, And now, luckily, doctors can just send them over to the pharmacies. Before, you had to have a written prescription for any
You have to go in.
class
See
2
that and Adderall,
narcotic.
they used to hand that out like candy. Adderall, Xanax, and Ritalin, they used to hand that out like fucking candy.
See, that was the only thing I couldn't get my hands on. Like, I honestly think I need Adderall or something because I have severe ADHD. And, like, I think I just need somebody to diagnose me because I think it would help me, honestly speaking. Not that I'm not,
Well, they help you.
I've
They help
never
you
had it.
focus.
Like,
They help you hone in
that's
and
what I
focus
need.
if you have ADD, or ADHD.
Yeah, I'm very. I can't sit still anymore.
I grew up when my kindergarten teacher went to my
Yes, Belinda.
parents, and they wanted to have me on that shit on what is it called, Adderall, and what's the other alternative?
Xanax,
The one that you just said, Ritalin. Yeah, they wanted me. They told my parents put this because I was very hyper. You wouldn't know now, but when I was a kid, I was so hyper that I couldn't be controlled.
But see,
And they wanted to have me doped up.
it messes
my
with the
parents
chemical in your
refused.
brain, though.
Yeah,
when
they
you're a kid.
refused. They're like, bro, he's just hyper. Like, they told the teacher, if you cannot handle this kid, you shouldn't be teaching. First of all. And second of all, we're not gonna have my kid doped up on these fucking drugs. I don't know what the fuck they are.
It really does.
But
when you're a
that's
kid,
not
it
to
messes
put-
with the chemical imbalances in your brain. Like as an adult.
But
I
let's
think-
not shame the parents that gave the kids
Absolutely not.
Oh
the
yeah,
Ritalin or what they thought was needed at the time, because I'm one.
But
My
the
child was
point-
diagnosed with Asperger's and ADHD, and I gave him. It's the extended release of Ritalin. I can't remember the name of it, but it was like it lasted all day. Like he got small doses all day. I can't remember the name, but it took. I'm sorry, but it worked for him. He stayed focused.
Yeah.
His grades were amazing. And when he got in high school, he said, I don't think I need it anymore. So we took him off. He did great. And that was that. So I think it's just different with every child.
Well, the point I'm trying to make is my teacher tried to diagnose me, not a doctor. My teacher. And when I was in school, I don't know if it depends on county, whatever the fuck. They would have given just from the teacher's recommendation, they would have given it to the doctor, whatever, and they would have had me on that shit.
Yeah.
Even though I was getting good grades, I wasn't like, it's not like I was not functioning good in my educationally wise. It was just I was just hyper as fuck.
Right.
I think it just different. I think each kid is different. And sometimes though, it's like me with I have that too, but I also have insomnia. So they would give me different, you get like trazodone or something, and then they go through the stages and until they find the one that works best for you. For me, none of it worked. It all made me feel like a fucking zombie. So I was like, look, I'm not taking this. But I think when you're younger, they have to find which one works, and it does help a lot of kids. But I think it's what is she huffing at? She's huffing at.
I think she
She's
sneezed. They're probably like, "What are you getting off here and letting us out?" Oh man.
Look, if you have to let
I'm
them out,
get off, but I just wanted to talk about that because it's something that I grew up with my friends. Me and my friends, we grew up around that environment, and now we kind of face the consequences of them cutting that off just out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of friends that deal with they need to find that new, they get now in the fentanyl shit. Now it's like getting fucking dangerous with this fentanyl shit.
And see, that's something I've been wanting to talk about, but I don't want that person to say, well, how can you talk about something that you haven't been through? And now I am free to talk about it's just a couple things I've been wanting to talk about, and subjects on my own show, and I guess I found the courage to do it on your show. I didn't have the courage to do it on my own. But,
free Angie, you're free.
Free Angie.
But there's another
part.
All right, thanks, Pirate. But there's another part of that too. And I know, baby. I want to say this, and then I'm probably gonna have to jump off. I'm sorry,
Okay.
or either let them out or something. But we don't. What we don't think about is through all of that, it ended up hurting the people that actually needed the medicine.
Yeah.
Because then it's like doctors are scared to prescribe these things, even though they work. It's like, okay, no, I'm sorry, you've got to go to pain management. You've got to jump through hoops because all of these people screwed up.
Yes.
All of these people, and are these doctors or, and I mean, you can shift blame either way you want to. I don't, it doesn't matter. But then you've got these people with debilitating pain that really need it, and they can barely get it. And when they do find something, it's in such low doses that they're jumping through hoops for low doses just to get a little bit of relief.
Yes.
Then you
Because they're going to
got
send
people
you
that
off
get
with
the
the
weed
lowest
card.
stuff now.
Mm-hmm. And then you got people, okay, you can get medical marijuana. Well, guess what? I can't smoke it. I can't get it because I can't have medical marijuana and go work my job.
Same here. I work
So
for the
then what?
government, so I can't
See?
have it. Yeah.
It's like some people cannot get, they can't do the medical marijuana. So what are you going to do? So it's a messed up situation. And I don't know where to, I just feel like that something needs to be done, but I don't know what, because they went from one extreme to another.
It really is a system where you're trapped. It really is. You're stuck. And that's where they want you. They want you stuck there. So, well, here's the thing, Angie. I can go over some Twitter stuff and you come back. I mean, I have about 6 more questions, but I mean, if I know you've been here for about 2.5 hours, I feel bad. It's your call. I mean, you could let them out and come back and finish up, or if you need to go and do your thing, it's totally up to you.
Okay, let me let them out, and I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
ma'am. Guys, this has been crazy. I hope everybody here has been enjoying the stream. Let me see here. What do we got here? Damn, we got 43 people watching. I think we had like almost 60 something. I highly appreciate everyone who's come here. Everybody who's joined the Discord, guys. There are certain people in the Discord, guys. You do have the YouTuber role now. Which the YouTuber role in our server means is that you can hop up on shows anytime you want. I know some of you guys are waiting that period for the locale thing before you can hop up on shows. And I wouldn't want you to risk your money here. I wouldn't want you to risk anything here. But guys, for these people that do have the YouTuber roles, it means you're allowed to hop up on panel anytime you want to talk about either the subject or give your 2 cents into the drama, which I highly appreciate anybody who comes and fills me in on stuff. If you guys are new here, what we do usually after our interviews and our good shows that we produce once a week, we go through a little bit of Twitter stuff, and then we get into the locale stuff. While Angie is taking, look at this fat cat, look at this fat chunk. I'm gonna give you guys, thank you, Dev. This has been one of the best interviews ever. I'm highly appreciative that this has happened. So what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna get into a little bit of Twitter shit just until Angie comes back, and then maybe after Angie leaves, we'll get into some locale stuff. Yes, Nicole, stay away from that Kratom shit. That stuff is awful. But while she is doing her due, let's get into some of this Twitter stuff while we wait for her, guys. You guys haven't noticed, there was an IRL GTA moment where these guys were literally stealing from the back of this truck while they were driving. It's funny to me. It made me think of like, GTA or like, Fast and Furious. Like, it's so stupid. It's so dumb. An indie developer at Gamescom 2026 had equipment stolen from their booth after the show floor closed. And guys, stick around. Angie will be back. We're just doing this as a thing to wait for Angie. She will be back. We got about 6 or 7 more questions for her. So just stick around. She's taking her dogs out. The developer said several laptops were taken, including equipment belonging to their exhibitors. He said they're stealing fucking chickens. Were they? I thought they were stealing mattress equipment. It got raided last night, not just mine. So stupid chickens. Others as well. All our laptops have been stolen. I don't know. As an indie developer, this shit is expensive and hard to do by yourself, and to have this happen is beyond frustrating and heartbreaking. Yeah, that is That does suck. That does suck. Oh man. Apparently GTA 6 crashed Twitch due to the massive traffic from creators. We are aware of the issue impacting several areas of our site. Our teams are working to resolve the issue. And now I did want to talk about this for a second, guys. If you did not know, the early release video of Grand Theft Auto was put out on Netflix. We do have that 30-minute video after Angie and other stuff is here. If you guys stick around and you haven't watched it, we'll go over a little bit of it. It looks fucking fantastic. I cannot wait for GTA 6 to drop. I don't have a PS5 or Xbox. I do have the PC, but we don't know when it's going to drop for the PC. I was a huge GTA 5 Online fan, so I cannot wait to see what comes next. I know not many people like it, but I do. The first look at the new $800 LEGO Star Wars Executor Super Star Destroyer coming October 1st. I am a huge Star Wars nerd, and this looks fucking fantastic. It looks amazing, so I cannot wait for that. Next, we have Fable has shared new Quest gameplay. I will wait until after the stream to show you this. The new Fable Quest looks amazing. Fable looks fucking fantastic. RPCS3 GTA 6 actually coming out. Yes, GTA should be released either September or no. I think it's September. I'm not sure. It might be November. I might be wrong. I think it's November. RPCS3 has officially added online trophy tracking for PS3 games on PC. When you play a game with RPCN enabled, your RPCS3 trophies can now sync with your the RPCN network. RPCS3 replacement for PSN Online features. Even trophies earned before the update can be synced. You just need to go online with the game at least once. You can also view your RPCN profile through the RPCS3 website, including your game trophies, completion, and percentage of these trophies. Is she back already? Oh, she's back already. Oh, that was quick.
Hey. Sorry.
Okay, no, it's fine. Look, this show that I was explaining they haven't watched, we go through a little bit of Twitter stuff, and then we get into our locale stuff, so I figured I'd get some of that out the way. We're gonna go over Dolly Parton last. Did you see the Dolly Parton message that she put out?
That who put out?
Dolly Parton. She put out like a goodbye farewell video before she died.
I don't believe it.
Oh, really?
I believe it was pieced together.
Oh, so
I don't believe she did it.
So you did see it? Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. I thought they might have took things and put them together to release.
Yes, it just something didn't look right about it. Yeah. So I mean, it could be, but I didn't believe it.
Yeah, I don't believe it.
You got that little block up there.
Oh,
with you reacting to us again.
Well, I had that because I put the main screen on Twitter. My bad, guys. My bad. But yes, Def, she will be missed. She was an absolute legend. Dolly Parton inspired so many people and has been around in the game. And genuinely, she was such a good woman. I hope they keep Dolly World open, to be honest. That's a fantastic place.
Oh, I'm sure they will. They just announced that the governor just announced they're going to rename the airport there in whatever location. I can't remember the name of it now, but they're going to rename the airport after her.
Did you ever go to Dolly World?
So, I've never been to Dollywood.
I haven't either. I want to go. I don't know where's it at? Like Tennessee or something like that?
Yeah, I think it's in the Smoky Mountains.
Yeah.
I've been to Nashville. I've been to Opryland, but I never got to go to Dollywood. And my son and I were actually talking about it last night. He said, "I want to go." I said, "Well, take me." So I don't know. Maybe we can find ourselves over there. I did a tribute live stream to Dolly. And I took it down, but I uploaded it over on my Rumble channel, so it can be enjoyed over there. But we played music. We did our own little tribute to Dolly, and yeah,
she's been an inspiration.
Absolutely.
Nashville Airport, yes, that is it. Nashville Airport will be renamed. I wonder what they're going to name it. If you could give advice to your younger self, what would it be? Any advice to your younger self?
Don't take everything so seriously. I was always one that just everything had to be just perfect and I couldn't make mistakes. I couldn't, and I put this on myself. I don't feel like anybody actually put it on me. Well, ish. But I think I would just loosen up a little bit. Take more risk. Take more chances. Yeah. Because I took everything way too seriously.
I think we all do in
So,
a certain era of our life. You know, I don't now, but I think in my 20s I took things way too seriously and way too over dramatic. And now that I've reached my
I
30s,
know I did.
I'm like, what the fuck was it all for? Like,
I
like,
know. I know. Yeah, mistakes are what makes us human. Exactly. And I was so scared to make them, and I don't know why. I mean, it's like, I,
you look back now
I
about
mean,
how
what's the
nervous you
worst?
were and like
Yeah,
anxiety ridden. It's
yeah.
like, what the fuck?
And I'm a perfectionist, and and that will drive you insane. It's probably what, they say, what is your worst quality and what is your best quality? That's both. That is the answer to both. Uh, it can be good in certain areas, but it can be horrendous in others, because then you feel like you're failing all the time if everything's just not perfect. And then, like I said, I wanted to start uploading videos years and years ago on YouTube, but I would never do it because I didn't think it would be perfect. And even when I did do it, guess what? It wasn't perfect.
There is
What
no
I
such thing as
upload now,
perfection.
no, because everything has room for improvement. And and what I uploaded then versus what I can upload now are two drastically different things. And I wish I'd have just started uploading and started filming. But I will tell you this, one of my gripes, one of my pet peeves, if you will call it that, is somebody coming in a live stream and saying that somebody else is live. That drives me nuts.
Yeah.
I know that sometimes maybe people think that they're doing the right thing, but you're not. You're not doing the right thing.
No.
You're derailing somebody else's content when you do that.
Yes, because it's going to
So,
make some people, it impulsively makes them want to go over there, and it loses the spark that you have over here.
exactly. And you
Distinguished
see it a
gentleman.
lot. So just remember that. Just don't go in a live stream saying somebody else is live. It's been a pet peeve of mine for years and years. So,
What other well, it's true though, because it takes away,
It is.
it really, the viewer just turns their head, well, I'm going to go over here.
Yeah.
Which
that's what
other streamers or content creators inspire you the most right now? Like, do you watch anybody other than LCU maybe?
Oh yeah. I like to watch Swoosh, and I like to watch Christina Randall. They're both more, commentary. They do deep dives. Swoosh is more she has a channel where she does like really deep dives on and she can do it on content creators, she can do it on celebrities, but she'll do like a really deep dive. And then she has another channel where we just take a little dip and we just dip our little toes in and we find little things about, but she's so good at delivery. And she came from nothing, and she's built this great streaming empire. She's got a lot of subscribers, and she's really good at it. So I admire her.
What is one piece of advice you can give to some streamers trying to start their own streaming channel today? Since you have been you might not think it, but you have been a legend and an inspiration to people so far. You might not think.
I wouldn't say that.
I would, and I guarantee Pirate would say it too. I would, and I can guarantee Pirate would say it.
Well, thank you. I don't see none of that. I see somebody that just,
We never see it as ourselves, though. That's
just
the thing.
been streaming.
You never see it. You never see it.
Well, thank you. My thing, just swoop. Oh my God, I said swoosh, didn't I? Oh God,
Swoosh.
It's Swoop. Oh my. I love her. I do, and even got her damn name wrong. It's Swoop. Yeah, she's amazing. I love her. But anyway, yeah, back to me being a legend. Hold on. No, I'm just kidding.
You are though. You are.
No. I guess what I would say would be, if it's something that you really want to do, don't think you're just gonna get in front of a microphone and and you're just going to do it. Takes time. It takes preparation. I mean, even if you're going to be a gamer, you got to know what you're going to game. You got to be able to be interactive with your audience and do what you've got to be able to multitask. It's not just sitting there in front of a camera. So if you can do that, then my thing is, try it out. I hate to say buy a whole ass set. Get you something cheap. Get you a cheap little setup. Don't do it from your phone. If you can stream from your phone, if you want to try it that way, maybe, but you're not going to be able to game stream and all that but anyway, try it out. If you're serious about it, get you some cheap stuff. And if you're doing good, then invest in yourself. And as you're going, then you can get the more expensive things that are going to help you. But try it out first, because a lot of people get into it and then
they realize
it's not what it looks like. So, yeah. So try it out first, but
I say you have to do it for the love of the game. You have to enjoy doing it. You have to love doing it. I see the fun, and I tell people all this all the time, guys. When you go to the Morningstar's profile, the 70,000 or 80,000 views that I have on the video, that was from a laptop. I literally used an Elgato, a cheap laptop, a cheap camera off of Amazon. You just start there, and then build yourself up as it goes. Certain people, I think they get really discouraged that they have this, they see other people with this complete setup and all this other stuff, and they don't realize that, you can't go from start to finish in a second. You just have to start progressively slowly. Start from a cheap laptop. Guys, back to school started. Walmart sells $200 laptops, and get a cheap $20 1080p camera off Amazon. It's better than being on a phone where you're looking down like this, and it's
just
better.
Don't do it from a phone. But absolutely, I was streaming from a Mac when I first started the LCU.
Let's see.
So, yep.
And
I had
look where you're at now. The
monitor. Yeah. It's yeah. So you just so try it out. Just don't do it from a phone. And then if you feel like that it's for you, then I know. But then slowly build your setup. You can start out cheap, and then if you need a better mic, then if this is what you want to do, get that mic. But start out cheap. But at least try it out before you go paying thousands of dollars for stuff.
That one right there. That one right there. As a female streamer and a married woman, how do you deal with the Gooner fans? Because I know you probably had a lot in the LCU. I know you did. Don't say you did it.
Yeah, I did. You have to set boundaries. You have to let them. Don't let. If you're gonna keep your relationship happy, you have to let people know that you are married or you are taken or whatever. That's gonna make your significant other feel better when you've got people coming in the chat gooning. It's gonna happen. So, and then, if you got people getting into the DMs trying to get, personal or whatever, first of all, you should close your DMs. However, it's better. I never did. I still have my DMs open. Now, whether I answer you or not, that's a different story. They're still open, though. I've always kept them open. I guess in case somebody needed to reach out. I don't know. But that don't mean I have to answer you, especially if you send in some crazy shit. You know what I mean? So,
like that. Yeah. What's his fucking name? The ginger? Fucking Copper. What have you been doing the last couple of days? Yeah, especially if you're on copper status.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'd say just be honest with your audience and be honest with your partner. And if you need to shut them no, you shut your DMs down. Don't live by my example. You shut your DMs down.
So this kind of relates to the last question, but what would you say to up and coming females who are streamers struggling to get off their feet? And to get more views. They're struggling to pull the views in, because sometimes it's easy for the more females that are all with it out versus the ones who are actually trying. What would you say to those?
Don't get discouraged and don't feel like that you've got to to do it too. You know what I mean? Get out there, start going to other channels, make friends, because you've got to network as a streamer. You have got to network in order to meet people. It's just the way it works. People come to my channel. You know, I don't care if people come over, and I don't want you to come over saying you're live right now, but you know, I don't care if people come over and I'll say, oh, drop so and so's link, and everybody go sub up. You know, you've got to get out there and network. But don't ever let any man tell you that you are less than. You stand 10 toes down with any man that tries to put you down, or you talk your shit right back. And I'm telling you, networking is going to be your biggest thing, though, is getting in there, getting to meet people, letting different audiences see who you are. They'll come over, and then, you know, they'll tell their friends and all of that. And, you know, it just kind of builds that way. But you've got to network. You can't just sit in your little box and say, hey, everybody, okay, today. Every once in a while, somebody will get lucky that way. But it just normally doesn't work out like that. You've got to network. So
that's very true. That's very true. And it's not just a man. Don't let anybody tell you can't. Don't let anybody, man, woman, parents, it, Z, alien, whatever the fuck. Don't let them, you know, don't let them get to you. Don't let them get to you.
If this is what you want to do, and you just don't let anybody tell you shit. No. You stand 10 toes down.
I think a lot of, and this is going off rails, guys, I'm sorry. I think a lot of people, when they start off, get discouraged. They see the people that are already established, they already have their communities, and then they already see what's going on. So, and then, you know, they see everybody out there right now is trying to be a streamer. So I feel like a lot of people get discouraged. But my main thing that kept me going is, in the back of my mind, I think I'm fucking boring. Okay, I've said it before on the stream. In the back of my mind, I'm like, yeah, I'm fucking boring. But to see the people that come in here and react to us and who genuinely want to be here, that gets me up. You know, the people that interact with all of us who come over here, especially you like do interviews. That's what gets me up too. So I tell people all the time, like, if this is what you love and this is, you know, this is what you want to do versus, and you see it all the time, people in LCU and these other smaller communities, they're only there for the short clout that they can get to then bring people over to them. And if you're trying to do this for the long run, guys, that's not how you should be. I know it's an opportunity for you to go over there and pretty much cash grab, but if you are doing it for the love of the game, you're not gonna last doing that. You need to have a certain passion for doing it, in my opinion. And I think Angie's 100% right when it comes to that.
Yeah.
One of the questions I ask usually for all the people that come over here is, what 3 major components would you say that a community should have to be a good community?
I mean, you've got to be able to trust somebody. You know, you've got to establish some kind of trust somewhere, because if you've got, you know, if you've got people feeding you, you know, you got to have at least one good person that, like your ride or die person that's right there, that'll be, you know, there as your bouncing board. You got to have a sidekick. I feel like you know, if you're leading the community, you've got to have a sidekick that you trust, and you can't do it all on your own. And then as far as like the community itself, you can't have a lot of bickering within the community with each other. Like, and I'm talking about the people in the chat. If you got people in the chat going after each other, then it's going to derail the whole stream, because everybody's going to be focused on the chat. I just think that needs to be washed out. If they want to, you know, troll you, okay. If you allow trolling of you, which I do, you know, I don't kick you for trolling me. I kick you for, you know, there's a line you're not going to cross, but, you know, then you're kicked. But don't allow messing with your people to mess with the other chatters, because I think that nobody wants to go to somebody's chat where somebody's just going to slam on them every time they speak.
Beezer, you are 100% right on that one. You have to be very careful. There are a lot of snakes out there. Yes. There is a bunch of people that are like that. Yes, they're not genuine. They're only there for the second. And
and they look genuine. That's the thing.
a wolf in sheep's clothing.
Absolutely. Yeah, I know what you're saying. And yes, absolutely. There's a lot of that right there out there. So just be careful who you trust. I kick you for trolling Angie. She yells at me later. Yep.
Pirate, you did troll her with the screenshot, but it was a good story, okay? It was a good story. I enjoyed it, so. Oh man, that's funny. I have a serious question, and honestly, it doesn't relate to you. But on the studies that I have done for it, what would you say to younger females struggling with body dysmorphia, and not just women that think they're fat or like anorexic or something, but the model of and I see it so much today. The model or standard of what women should be today is insane. It is crazy with their beauty aspects and everything. What would you say? Huge ass. Thank you for being here, brother. Thank you. What would you say to these? What would you say to a lot of these, females that are very self-conscious about what's going on in this beauty community? Because it seems and I'm just a dude, right? I don't know. I don't understand it. But I see it's a lot of like shaming and self-shame too going on within these people, and it's sad to see. What would you say to them?
Okay, first of all, I think that body dysmorphia itself is a mental health thing that needs to be dealt with by professionals. Now, if we're talking total body dysmorphia, and that's exactly what they have, I think that somebody needs to recognize it and get somebody some help. But as far as the shaming, how a woman's supposed to look, how a woman is supposed to act, everything is like, and then it's shamed. If you're too fat, you're shamed. If you're too skinny, then you're shamed. And it's disgusting. But what you need to find, you're going to have to find the perfect version for yourself. And you can't allow other people to tell you what that is. And I understand, as a female whose weight has gone up and down and up and down my whole entire life, I've heard it all, I've lived it all, and at some point you have got to be comfortable with you. If you are comfortable at a certain weight, you cannot get to that weight and say, oh, I can't wait for somebody to tell me that, I'm skinny, or you have to find a place to be comfortable with you. And if that means getting a therapist to help you through it, it's hard. It's very hard. Especially when you're
women.
Seeing
like guys, it's a different story, but especially for women now, with like the Kim Kardashians and like the next one's the Jenner. They're basically saying they're the model of how females should be, and I've recognized that it really is a lot going on with this standard woman today. It's something.
And then
out there.
You've got people that, me, I lost 100 pounds during my, going through the LCU. I guess you can't see it now, but you could watch the whole slimming down of Angie. And right now those new medicines have me puffed up a little bit, but, and still getting called a fat ass, and still, every time I turned around, fat bitch. It was fat. But yet I had just lost, had 30 more pounds to go, at that time. And it was to my goal weight, because I'm 5'3", and fat. Like, so that's what I'm saying. You have to find what's comfortable with you. And sometimes you just got to let things roll off. And it's not always easy to do. But that's the only thing I can say, is that you cannot listen to people. But it's easier said than done, especially when you're young. Yeah. Because you're looking at these Jenners and these Kardashians or whoever's out there now. You're looking at these people and you're like, I've got to look like that.
Yes. And that's
But you,
why I think it's severely hard for this newer generation too. Dev, you're 100%
yeah,
right. She is. My thing is the people, especially nowadays, they get an image of you in their brain and it kind of sticks. So when you go through all these changes, they don't recognize these changes because they still have that image of who you were in their mind. So it's hard for them to process this journey that you've just come on and
right.
all these, fantastic things that you're setting. So for me, and that's why I said, that's why I wanted to bring up this question because, for especially nowadays, how they just jam it in your